Salon people and then party them. Sierra Leone Media will be bringing you a variety of programs ranging from documentaries to discussions, interviews, news, views, sports, and entertainment. Our programs will contain matters on development, governance, the economy, and issues that are of importance to Sierra Leone. So, no left BNO because we get Beberebe program then like salon discussion, meets the ministers, the president's hour and the Gladi program. Look me, I look you. All this they start soon na www.sierragemedia.org. Now who's tem these?
Hill Valley Academy is a school that provides the very best opportunities for our students to develop, grow, and mature into young adults who are encouraged to become patriots as well as global citizens. We have high expectations and ambitions for all our students. We provide a caring, supportive, tolerant, and challenging environment in which all individuals can grow and flourish. A graduate of Hill Valley Academy is a well-rounded human being capable of making the most of what life has to offer. We actively encourage academic excellence with a sense of responsibility. We look forward to welcoming you to our school and to meeting you in the not too distant future, because together we achieve the extraordinary.
When I was young, a lot of things were different. Unfortunately, most of the differences seen now are heartbreaking and are not good at all.
Before now, men were strong protectors of the weak, fathers, brothers, lovers, sons. Their mere presence guaranteed the safety of women and children.
But what do we do now?
Men harassing and raping women.
Men sexually abuse little girls.
Men battering and killing their wives.
Any form of sexual assault, be it rape, sexual abuse, or pedophilia, is a killer to human self-esteem.
Women should stop dying in silence.
Speak now.
The rapist should be stigmatized, not the victim.
I think death sentence should be the consequence of such terrible act.
And you mothers, build confidence in your children, put trust in them, listen to them when they make reports, and take necessary actions.
Talking of mothers before now, women were virtuous.
They were mothers, daughters, and sisters.
Nurturing, counseling, supporting their men folks.
But now, women are trafficking female children for money.
Women are forced to be silenced.
All this must stop, and it must stop now.
Real men do not abuse, rape, or molest women and children. It is barbaric, unacceptable.
Let all real men stand with us.
Together, let's say an emphatic no to rape, sexual abuse, pedophilia, and domestic violence.
Of all the crimes committed
it well, whose side we go, sweet alone. What a beautiful love. We fall like unto the bone. Cause if it well, whose side we go. Everybody me say well done. If we all this country so strong. Everybody me say stand up. If you like salon, say yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. And then say yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Then say yeah. So good in the morning. The land is just gloomy. The moon is going. The cloud is forming. The cocks are crowing. Dew is falling. The bags are coming. Everybody running. Inside Switzerland today. The land is yummy. See the mommy they cooking fufu. The party smoking cigarettes. Rajo they watch baby musu. We they find out the countries. Right in West Africa, on the Atlantic Ocean. Inside this land, so much I can boast of. Look at the good plantation. From the beach I get meditation. Make me not wear this nation. I get L-O-V-E for me alone. Yeah, for me alone. Love for me alone. Sweet alone. What a beautiful love. We fall like unto the bone. Cause if it well, whose side we go, sweet alone. What a beautiful love. We fall like unto the bone. Cause if it well, whose side we go. Everybody me say well done. If we all this country so strong. Everybody me say stand up. If you like salon, say yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. And then say yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Then say yeah.
I know L-O-V-E, Sierra Leone was an L-O place where sweet like gold. We got diamond, boxer, silver and gold. So that we make count for the young and old. I mean for let we serve, help we serve. Also you come from the bars, you want for put chest. Peace, love and unity, now for put first. For the jealousy and watch or that don't make sense. Togetherness is one, but wait for we success. So get up and go walk, and sit down for the top. Or criticize the government just for mix up. But start on the pay, so we need for put stop. Have for hustle for you all, no matter how you struggle the bone. This life without pain, not easy, not in the zone. Just forget to live in who myself can go slow. We like to say I go, I never forget about this all.
Sweet alone, what a beautiful love. We fall like unto the bone. Cause if it well, whose side we go, sweet alone. What a beautiful love. We fall like unto the bone. Cause if it well, whose side we go. Everybody me say well done. If we all this country so strong. Everybody me say stand up. If you like salon, say yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. And then say yeah. Remember say, sweet alone how we own. Each and every one God take care of his own. We all remember say, this country now we own. Each and every one for take care of us alone. I will exalt thee, realm of the free. Great is the love where I get for so long. I got enough drunk a one for maintain this my land. No matter the situation, I get love for so long. I got enough every day, no day pamphlet. Placing a picking of school, make it go land the boo. I don't owe me all like farmer, put the country part up for any attack. Me the way me boo. I got enough every day, no day pamphlet. Placing a picking of school, make it go land the boo. I don't owe me all like farmer, put the country part up for any attack. Me the way me boo. Sweet alone, what a beautiful love. We fall like unto the bone. Cause if it well, whose side we go, sweet alone. What a beautiful love. We fall like unto the bone. Cause if it well, whose side we go. Everybody me say well done. If we all this country so strong. Everybody me say stand up. If you like salon, say yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. And then say yeah.
When I was a kid growing up in Sierra Leone, my neighbor had a small TV. The television was beaming these images about famine, war, about diseases.
There was a silent majority
suffering. I am fed up with that kind of news. We can use culture and art to change mind and hearts and inspire action.
I was here as a student, and of course, Charlie was my teacher. I've asked him to join me on the journey to create a major new play to offer hope to our people.
We want to uplift our nation, leave legacy for our children.
We are talking about national pride.
This is big, man. This has great magnitude.
Sometimes I feel afraid. I feel terrified when I think of the project.
Tito! What's here this is so?
We are nowhere near waiting one for day.
I want this, I want it, I want it.
I want this thing for succeed, Koji.
This place fail and die.
Is this a curse or what?
People like you that makes it along the way.
You cannot give me blow, but you know this way, you cannot give me blow.
Oh man, just did lie, blame. These are the things that have wrecked this country.
We need to move this nation forward. We're going to need to better control.
I can call him the second to last project. He died at the last. Rest assured, my brother.
Silverstone Beats.
People killing, people dying, children hurting, hear them crying. You can practice what you preach, or would you turn the other cheek? Father, 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 help us, send some guidance from above. People got me questioning, where is the love?
See this life we live, we all have to give, yeah. Cause all I see is evil, and too much killing of my people, yeah. So let's bless one another, yeah. So let's help one another. I sing again, yeah.
What's me, I don't see this kind of thing where they happen. This not for be education opportunity. Now in we need, let we learn for the share, not to attempt for big greed.
You see this life, the live, you see where we lose and we know. Stop killing one another, let's stand together, yeah. Stop playing the hero, looking at each other like we're zero. On the block with a C, money dip and make every day pan pre, yeah.
R.I.P. They took our boys, they take our joy. This study time we stop now crime. Don't blind bodies like your future.
Stop the stabbing. Stop the killing. Let's love one another. Peace.
I see fighting every day, I see dying every day. Why don't we help each other and pave the way for a better life, a life that we all deserve? Instead of killing each other, why don't we preserve? So you wanna be a bad man, he's gonna be a badder man. You got a big knife, he's gonna get a bigger knife. Our people suffered for years in chains. Now we turn on each other, cut for gains. For the ones that send the youth to kill themselves, you pretend to be a father figure but only care for yourself. You are nothing but the flesh of the devil. You're evil, low life on another level. Think about the mothers and the pain they go through. You don't care for these kids, they mean nothing to you. But karma only knows the boomerang maneuver. One day the green reaper will be your remover.
They settle the range, ranting up some sanctimonious food. Is as poetic verses, ruminate a prophecy given to a sentient dude. So I say it's as it is for you to listen and deduce the wisdom that's gonna liberate and galvanize you. Under the sun ain't nothing new, that for black on black crimes and breaking news. Under the sun ain't nothing new.
You gotta stand up. Stand up for what you believe in. Gotta stand up. Stand up for what is right. Cause if you got me, then I've got you too. Regardless of what you've been through. Even when you're feeling new. Where is the love? Do this if we try. There's no time to waste no time. Together forever, whatever the weather.
last in a tongue. God don't lift me up, but me heart still a ground. You will never go far if you don't know where you're from. So I don't do it for myself, I'ma do it for the young. Please tell my brothers, let's do it for the youngers. Why spend a bag on a jumper? Back where you're from, people dying with hunger. With people then they suffer. You then I argue, they bluff, it's copper. You the game need for change. Like we not get up. Where's the love? Where's the love, yo? Where's the love? I said,
where is the love? Little youth, let's take time. Stop all the knife and the gun crime. Think of the future, paint that picture. Get a youth in the future. Peace gonna rain on me. Peace gonna rain on me. Yeah.
Let's stop the violence and come together. Get rid of knives and guns and bombs, let's be together. With peace and love, golden hopes through storm and weather. See what is going on. Where is love?
Tell me, how do you feel when you see your brothers and sisters lying down the street helplessly? And what will you do if you die today and find yourself in hell?
I want to ask you this. Look inside your eyes and answer me with all the truth. Where you get, whose side the love they?
When I left. Boku man them get nef. If you live by the nef, you go suffer. You know get sense, you know sabi say nef not for butter. Stabbing guys, yeah that's uncool. When it comes to knives, yeah I'm anti. What happened to fighting guys with your hands, G? When you stab a man, it's not one man you stab. Just remember that you stab a whole family.
People killing, people dying, children hurt and hear them crying. You can practice what you preach, or you will turn the other cheek. Father, 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 help us, send some guidance from above. People got me questioning, where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love. Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love.
Famous. No, yeah. See, where are the things so good? Now me know how to feel. Where are the things so? Now me know how to feel. Ain't God, you just see them the millet. Why she comping just a better? You see them no more the millet. Why so the man to return for? How you gonna live this life just for the fella another person now? How you gonna live this life just for the fella you brought them in down? Ain't God, yeah, lily, yeah, lily, see, lily. Oh God, this thinking make I wonder. Why me no for carry gold? Hey God, this thinking make I wonder. Why me no go get ill? Hey, this thinking make I wonder. Why me no go get say? And God, this thinking make I wonder. Why me? Where you know say some man them get seven, them get sour, right here round them ways. Oh God, some man them get smelly, them get to where you know go know famous. I don't know who's I have forgot. Now this world we're full of wickedness. I don't look left and I don't look right, but grandma can tell me say some problem can and if I look under your foot, look under your foot. Look under your foot, mama, look under your foot. Never look under your foot. Look under your foot, yeah. Look under your foot, mama, look under your foot. Ah. Oh God, this thing can make I wonder why me no for carry gold. Hey God, this thing can make I wonder why me no go get your air. This thing can make I wonder why me no go get shit. This thing can make I wonder why me when you know say some man them get similar, them get to do right here on their ways. Some man them get tight, them get severe, where you no go know. Hey, famous.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Sierra Leone Media Live on YouTube and Facebook. And I want to say welcome to another once more. Welcome to the viewers. I hope say when I get a very nice week going. Today is Wednesday, and I believe say the weather in the UK is not that bad, ups and down. I think say the sun don't come more than 2 days here, so we will look forward to a very hefty bank holiday weekend. So definitely, if you're out there warming yourself up on the sun, under the sun, make sure say you're not doing too much because you get a weekend for deal with. Today is a different day from what we normally used to do on the Sierra Leone Media platform. And guess what? I mean one. Well, not to me one. Plenty in the house. But guess what? Me co-host, me main host for the day, for tonight, is not here. The one and only. We then call Juma Ba. Juma Ba don't go on special duties right now. He might join me later on the show, depending on the time where the flights get for bringing him come back into in location. At the moment, he is in the air, but definitely we'll get him back on the show very soon. But if he doesn't appear tonight, definitely he will appear tomorrow, because tomorrow we'll have another show. Because of this one, we'll move the show for tomorrow. So today is a special show, and this special show today we will get now for bring come the reality of what's in the industry we will all done live by, rely on, participated alongside the deal with today. And we have enough personnel in the house to represent all the different disciplines within the entertainment industry in Sierra Leone. So you're not going to lose out at all. You're definitely going to be part of this discussion, because if you are in the industry, then your segment or your discipline is definitely going to be represented for tonight. So the main title of the show today will get is from the Office of the Special Envoy for Entertainment and Investment. We all know the saga, the drama, the reality behind the entertainment industry in Sierra Leone, and we all invest in so many different ways, and we all don't see the reality of putting investment in the income into the entertainment industry, where we make comparison to other African countries. And of course, in the West, it's a serious business, but yet in Sierra Leone, I know it's not like a serious business, but we come down this small. So that is the reason and purpose of this particular show we'll get this evening, because we want to bring the pioneers behind this new driving force. We come out from the Office of the Special Envoy for Entertainment and Investment. If you look at the key word here, it's kind of emphasize now entertainment and investment, which has always been the lacking point of what entertainment is all about. Yes, we entertain, but we don't believe in it as an investment project. Because why make I say so? Many a times people put money into these things, but they don't see them like for say that investment they make. Because what you need to get back in return is always like giving, or you're not taking back anything, because we need to take them like a business. We're not business like about, oh, well, anything about, hey, manager this. So that manager business don't create a lot of the business side of the entertainment industry for like actually fall. Because they believe, say, when you need a manager, now spend no money for spend, you need to get nothing back in return. But that whole scenario did change, because the industry, they grow, and they grow massively great. And we don't see the reality of the benefits of the industry within the past 10 years. I would say specifically within the past 10 years, but I would say going back down. But what you make how to use the 10 years as a benchmark, now because we've seen so many artists, so many actors, actresses, comedians, entertainers in terms of presenters, hosts, DJs, bloggers, they have grown. They have grown from one level to another level, which means they can now make this a point of duty of something where they give them daily bread. So it's now about living, not about survival anymore, because as we say, 20 years ago it was about survival. But now it's about actually creating a living for yourself, which means you can afford to pay your rent, do your basic necessities that you need to do at home, and also possibly get some kind of change where you go able for keep for say, I want to live a slightly luxurious life because I am an entertainer, I am doing this, I am doing that. But let's not talk too much, because we have a full loaded house with people every within the industry for the past 30 years. If I tell you how long, I don't know some of the people in this platform, you will begin to say, Tibo, how much are you old? How old are you? But it's not about my age here today. It's about the experience and the caliber of people within the platform today for can share this idea and pioneer the drive for make the entertainment industry becomes a household industry where anybody will get disposable cash or invest into RAM and ready for get back something in return. So I'm going to introduce the platform to Una and make Una self hear from them and make Una get their own view about their own specific genre within the industry or their own specific link within the entertainment industry, and talk a little bit about that before we come into the program itself. I go to the man himself. We're not the ambassador of the entertainment industry, the newly appointed ambassador. We done it for, I think, 1 or 2 years now. We are none other than, I'm not saying a young name, the AKA name, not the persona. The man himself, Ambassador Kao. Over to you, sir.
Good day. Greetings, my family, on the do. This is on our brother, on our Pekin, on our artist, Ambassador Kao Denero, Special Envoy for Entertainment and Investment, and a hip-hop artist, Sierra Leonean, definitely an African Pan-Africanist, and a lover of Sierra Leone. God bless.
Well, thank you very much for that short introduction. I don't know whether I will be biased, because I get for give honor to the ambassador, And then I look at okay, let me be selfish. I look at them from the age range, not age range for the person they call next the old past all man. Not like that. But I'll bring you somebody who has massive experience within the entertainment industry. We don't host and present and deliver a lot more for the people of Sierra Leone when it comes to entertainment. It don't actually give you some jokes. It don't make you don't laugh. It don't make you don't see the different side of putting comedy with me. So today, I bring you none other than the man himself. We are the whole kids. But from a distance, Mr. Desmond, over to you.
Thank you very much, my brother Siva. Desmond Benya, good evening. A stand-up comedian, international award winner in comedy. And of course, me, for the first time in Sierra Leone, in the history of Sierra Leone, Ambassador Kao Denero appoints me to represent all comedians like the Entertainment Board of Sierra Leone. And I come out from SLAC, when at the Sierra Leone Association of Comedians. We are the body we cover all comedians for Sierra Leone. We are Jebes, we are Amido Sise, the president. But me, the ambassador, appoint me amongst that for be a board member representing all comedians in Sierra Leone. I really appreciate that because ever be, and that don't show say, ambassador no say comedians that get a role for playing in society, and I really, really appreciate the whole constituency appreciate the appointment by Ambassador Kao Denero.
Thank you very much, Mr. Desmond. I think your role, not a role by accident. I think, say, based on your experience, based on the fact, say, you guys were the pioneer into the comedy sector in Sierra Leone, I think you well deserve that. But also, I'll bring in somebody they're one of the most challenging industry. We thrive within the past 10, 15 years, but I think don't create a lot of who are within that particular industry. I think it's one of the pioneers in that particular industry when it started, I think about 15, 20 years ago. People they say, now what we should do, but not ready. It's even we say that at some point because we think about the challenges, the kind of investment we did in that particular industry, they were not so funny thing at all. But I will bring the man himself, make he can tell you a little bit about himself in the industry. When I need to call him Pastor, Mr. Momo. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Tamba. Thank you very much, and good evening, wherever you're there. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're in the world. Mina Director Iamumo, and Mina the co-chair too for the Sierra Leone Film Council. The Film Council na the body where they govern film business in this country. And they between government and the rest of the industry, we now like the policy body where they make sure say we regulate things that we supposed for happen, na the film industry. And also I'm a member of the entertainment board where they work under the no less a person but the ambassador himself, Mr. Kao Denero, where they now missed. I want to say we get together for make sure say we push the entirety of the Sierra Leone entertainment industry. I also been a CEO for two companies, the Ushers Film Company and also Audiovisual Factory. By God's grace, we will do justice to the show and we will then go enjoy it tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pastor. Yeah, you talk like a pastor. Now you cannot ban for call you pastor, but I don't get choice. I guess I'll use the pastor title now next to you. Definitely, you don't bring peace in the house. Peace in the house, so but you don't add more value to the peace in the house. I need to go by, say where I they go by the kind way how I they go so it make not so by hierarchy. I just throw the request number to the people while they see. The one they wear glasses, trying to see the eye. I need for see the eye because when I see the eye, we're able for talk to them for family. But anyway, I'll bring you one more person where I not say get another challenging and new industry where just they grow. Well, I would say it grow now to the level where I feel say people are not beginning to take them serious because when it comes to music, then it gets different genre. And gets I remember 15 years ago we decided to put them into categories Slagger, Bengbeshke, I know the man will be they put them kind of thing together in the platform, but I'll come back to it later on when I one of the DJs them at the house. But I'll go to Mr. Alim Sisse and make it tell you a little bit about himself and what's in purpose here for today. Over to you, Mr. Sisse.
Yeah, thank you very much. Wonderful and blessed evening, depending on whose side you get me from. I want to appreciate this opportunity. Mina Pastor Alim Sisse, representing the Gospel Musicians Council, where we basically purely in a gospel music we don't do. We've been in it for many years now. We, the Gospel Musicians Council, we established them about some 3 years ago, where they put together all the Gospel Musicians Association in a salon. We decided to come under one umbrella. And so when I get this invitation, we see them say yes by the, of course, one way God don't put in charge for put everyone together, because we say they represent a very serious and significant sector of the entertainment. You know, gospel music cuts across. So Adea, this moment for represent the gospel musicians all over Sierra Leone, and I believe we'll get a fruitful discussion tonight. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Pastor Ali. I believe the gospel music is one of the biggest genre of music in Sierra Leone, and I feel when you look at the top ranking music then in Sierra Leone, gospel music then at the top 10. And if I can say so, now the fact say most of the songs being sung by many mainstream artists, most of their successful songs are gospel music, are gospel songs. But again, when the industry not get the balance of saying this is gospel, this is not gospel, we're able to differentiate that. But most of them, biggest song them are gospel songs. But when it comes to Mio Man, I want to left you last, but I nearly left you last. So when it comes to Mio Man himself, we have to say, now we own now the UK-based genre of the entertainment industry. We now the man himself, KKKK. Then call and Karim gives no, but it's not going to answer to the name. Karim, over to you. No, sorry. DJ K-Man. Welcome. And say hello to the viewers then.
Thank you very much. And it's a pleasure. People already know, we're not in the UK, now DJ K-Man. Of course, if you're not in the UK, whoever there around the world, greetings to you. Me a DJ and also promoter, so I get two double role where they take na the industry. And of course, we ambassador give me a call, he say, I need you on board. And I get no option. For the love of saloon, as soon as cinnamon, I mean, I'm more passionate about salon bad. So anything we come for the entertainment, you know, the one that we know that pay for salon music. So I'm only for talk. So of course, for build industry, 19 we Alexia Fadepan sleep there with me already. That's the reason why I'm there. So thank you, Kao, for this platform, and I appreciate the opportunity for being among you board members. Thank you.
Thank you very much, K-Man. They say the last of the last comes from the East, and the East, now they all the enjoyment in a salon. And not to just salon, but most part of the world, the Eastern part is the most active, is the most dedicated. Now they all the merriments, the melody. I believe say each and every one of now in this platform right now don't pass through the East before I end up so. But I need to say much on that. Then I just mean ideology. Anyway, I'll bring you the man himself, the man with the glasses, the man where you see him, but you need to see him. Over you see him. Over to you. The big dog from the East, Attica. Over to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah, what up, Sierra Leone. You know, Sierra Leone has all around the world. You know, Sierra Leone has the support for entertainment industry on a crucial, on a cabo. I don't know how to do, man. It's a very big blessing. It's a pleasure for me to be part of this whole thing. You know what I mean? For a little few people around for come and discuss the way forward about industry. You know, it's a very big blessing for me personally. I want to tell thank you to the ambassador and everybody for putting this whole thing together. And as a president for Eastern Artists Union, you know, we actually need this whole thing. You know, because now something we as a union, we always be the feet issues of land there because like things can be happy you know, select million, so I get like greater percentage of undergrounders than we not know. You understand? So like situation of that kind of nature there, like, at times it can be very difficult for me as a union for bring out people that, you know, we get great talent and all, but at least they with which they can discuss, so we get for a very big blessing. Once again, me Emmanuel for your Rogers, aka Article for your Discourse Power Bank, me the president for Eastern Artist Union, me the CEO for One Vision Entertainment, also me the manager for Wise Movement, and also me the entertainment director for United University. I'm happy to be here. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Atika. I think, say, with all this brief introduction, with all the members in the platform right now, don't show me how vast the industry be, and it don't show me how engaging the industry be, because each and every one of the members in the platform today gets double, triple, or 4 titles because of the kind of role within the play within the industry, and they want to make that industry thrive. But before I come to Ambassador, I just want to quickly read on a press release so that people can go understand the concept of why we're here and how you want to drive this move to make everybody benefit with the inside the industry and also with the outside the industry. I will bring down Femi later on, because Femi is more than experienced. Sometimes pass me step now so this when it comes to the entertainment industry. But I'll bring him in later on. But I'll just read the press release quickly, and then people can get an idea of why we're here, and then I can go now straight to Ambassador and make you tell me exactly some of the reasons why you feel to say this drive to change the platform of the entertainment industry in Sierra Leone. The press release goes, based on prevailing circumstances engulfing the entertainment sector, the ambassador and key stakeholders have come to a conclusion to have a database of all entertainers in and out of Sierra Leone. Our mission is to be united and expected both nationally and internationally. This process will also help us create platforms whereby entertainers are able to monetize their products and gain royalties. The benefit of this cannot be overemphasized, as the entertainment sector continues to witness ugly developments ranging from sickness, death, police harassment, and serious treatment faced by entertainers for decades. Our industry has been shattered with impunity, either for political or personal gains, so now is the time to unite ourselves to succeed as a team. The projects will be rolled out through support from leadership and different entertainment sectors for a balanced representation, and hope all and sundry will cooperate to have this comprehensive handbook of entertainers. So, Mr. Ambassador, I don't read the press release one that sent out a couple of weeks ago, and I believe this one entails a lot, and the platform this evening don't express some of the main root cause of why this particular thing needs to be achievable. Tell us a little bit about collecting data, making sure that everybody within the industry is being digitalized so that we'll be able to benefit from each and everyone, both in Sierra Leone and outside Sierra Leone. So over to you, sir.
Yes. First of all, I want to thank Ona, for the opportunity for giving this platform for can discuss and bring them to the public. This great initiative who they try for unveil to the masses. After being appointed as the entertainment ambassador, the special envoy, I would say the first 6 months was a learning period for me, observing, learning a lot from different sectors in the industry, what we lack, what they affect the industry. In the process, I unveil a playlist system for try for see how we will try for get the best out of the best, for gain public trust again into the content, the music. That was the first thing I unveiled. As we go, I get to realize, people thinking, I really talk and say we not get an industry. I think, what you can mean by that is there's no structures in place. There's no one base, no one central point where you can able point and say, this now in control of the industry, this now in the regulate things them, the everyday affairs of the industry. So I want to commend government for them bold enough for able to identify that problem they will get for create an office, the Office of Entertainment, we didn't give me the responsibility for head. That doesn't make me special or better than any other entertainer out there. It's just by the blessing of God and God in favor. Actually, it's overwhelming. Imagine being an artist and a very active artist, hip-hop artist, and then hold this responsibility with a massive task for bringing all the different sectors here together. So I think I'm saying, first of all, we need to include the diaspora in we day-to-day activities as an industry, because for so long the diaspora don't feel left out. And when you think about investment in entertainment, when I'm in office, we're not going to, there's no sustainable entertainment without investment. So, and the diasporans, they play a great role. For once, let we get something where they will feel like they're involved in, they're included. So this is a national registration process where we try to unveil. What does this mean? Pretty much it's registering all active entertainers, whether you're an artist, you're a filmmaker, you're a DJ, you're a promoter, you're a blogger. This is for you. One for create a system where every one of we will feel involved. And at the end of the day, one for see how best we can able begin get each other's back. Scenarios that don't happen in the industry where entertainers they fall short. With health issues. Nobody not there for can get the back. Therefore, begin begging at the public, which is very embarrassing. And some of we then shortcomings here, they affect we all. Because if one can they beat one entertainer, that's so the perception they go for all man. See, they can't even take care of themselves. They seek the enablement themselves. They get case, they know they speak with one voice. Responsible ambassador, I just think I'm saying it's about time for low able to register the industry, low get a data in one base where a system where we will able to contribute through registration. With transparency, we save these funds, we're going to be on standby. So anytime the need arises for any one of we can able to pitch inside it and help. It's not like we're coming to save the world, because we cannot. But at least we can make a difference. What's how we able? Now, as I can see, like cross-section of the entertainment industry, we'll get the comedians then represented, we'll get the filmmakers then represented, we get the Eastern Artists Union represented, we get the diaspora and DJs and entertainers, when that DJ came on, well represented. Unfortunately, some of the partners will not be part of this. They're not able due to one or two circumstances. But then I will speak on their behalf, and we can make the case to the public so that they will understand waiting this initiative. And it's very free of politics. This is something where I want to we do independently as an industry. For certain example, a president, Tosai, even the government and politicians will look at us as serious-minded people.
Okay, so what's the process of registration? Is it going to be something that you have to fill the form online, or you go out and dish the form with the different industries and really?
Well, as for now, I think the most easiest way to do this is doing it digitally, because if we saw they do it manually, it will be very, very, difficult, and challenging. So what we don't create a portal, we're here for the online, digitally, where you can able to go as an entertainer, you check outside the category where you belong, you fill in the blanks, and we make it very affordable for all entertainers then, whether you're underground artists, up and coming, a well-established artist, you just go on this portal and register. If you're in a UK, we'll make it very easy, which is £25. If you're in America, it's $25. If you're in a salon, I think like 250,000 leons, with the new money, you can do the calculation, Pretty much, it's very affordable. And I believe, we are mighty in numbers. There's entertainers in Australia, in UK, in Europe, in America, in Kuwait, Dubai, Turkey, where they want to be part of this. They want to belong, Some man go there is saying that the diaspora are the Kao, Ambassador Kao, this go touch me. What big benefits this guy for give me? Because I get my own health insurance, well, this they make you belong to an office where go watch you back. When it comes to you want to do an event back home in a salon, you come back home, you need promotional support, you need, motivational, you need DJs, for promote you. we can able to fight that. You need clearance system. There will be a time where, for host an event, hopefully in the near future, the entertainment office get a saying in that. So we want to watch the back of all we entertainers. So we advise we all for register and be part of this.
Okay, before I come to Pastor A, I might ask you one more question. When you say you want everybody for register within the diaspora, £25 from the different areas, then we don't make mention with London, America, and Freetown. The benefit of the registration, is it going to be something that is going to be yearly or every month on a one-off registration? That's it, you don't have to pay nothing else, or you just renew every other year?
For now, one for start small, so one for do them yearly. You pay once, because all of these things are not anonymously, dictated. Not only like for saying Ambassador Kao, Sidon, saying that this will do. So anything what they talk now today are meant to be corrected by anybody on this platform. Everybody in an anonymous decision. We all sit down, we deliberate on the ideas they are out there for move forward. Because everybody now a stakeholder in your own right. It gets a role for playing at the entertainment industry and a leader. So we're able to engage, that's what we do first. Before we begin to engage the public, so we take weeks, they deliberate on how we get from this thing. Some man say no, do one 6 months. Some man say no. So anonymously, we all come together and say, no, we do them yearly. At least once a year, you register, we make sure, say the officer will provide an identification card for you, and you are part of the system now, So say something go wrong with you. We not go say we will take care of all your medical bill. God forbid you get an heart surgery for take care of as an entertainer. Once they don't diagnose, we can come collecting the back. We say, okay, this man, now we chip in it for 30 million euros or 50, now we get him. You got $3,000 or $2,000. Now we support them as an entertainment industry. You get scenarios that with funerals that can happen, unfortunately. Past will be called deaths. There's small thing here. One for begin do them in a very cohesive way, in a professional and organized manner. So this is why this is important.
Okay, I'll come back to you later on, Kao. I'll go to Pastor Iya quickly. Pastor, I know for say you have already been in this industry for some time now, and your industry already, you don't get a structure where you don't manage for the past couple of years. How you feel you're able to merge the film industry into this particular new structure where you get for govern almost everybody within the entertainment industry?
All right. First of all, I want to say this is not one of the things that we don't miss out for a very long time. As you know, back in the days, people don't see, regardless of whose industry, if any say, or whose sector, if any say, not the industry, people don't see, people don't get problems with police, film people, music people, models. Everybody don't they get one or two issues where don't they come up, piracy, they come up, we don't go to court. One person will don't care over 85 people in court for salon film, in this country. They lock some napa, then by road. Then at the end of the day, they come out again. We don't see how we don't lost plenty cash because then can't hear so they will not get lawyers them where they go represent with. So this whole thing now one of the fundamental things that we don't put in place before. And so first of all, me want to commend the ambassador, like how you say now unanimous something this. I want to commend the ambassador and all the other entertainers will come together for put this great idea together. It's a great idea. This is so needed. We can't do without this right now. For we in the film industry, we believe say this go all go well for we. This go make we get the security what they look out for. We believe say this go help with we welfare, because if you get issue, you sick. We always get for go on TV for go begin say, hey, but this with superstar sicko. We need help for them, you know what I mean? Now this great help to that person. Because some people don't take time, don't work for the name, you know what I mean? Don't earn the respect. And now because of one or two reasons, you go begin ask, and some people go begin say, well, left we are, it don't make money waste them. You know what I mean? But if the public, the concept now, if finally we as an organization or industry people don't prepare ourselves, don't put yourself in one position for attend to this with film person we seek, you know. So this one now something very important for we will not treat it lightly. And I believe say the film industry go gel with this and we're happy.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Pastor Iya. Desmond, I know say your industry is not new, but I think it's one of the most successful industry now within the entertainment industry. Una structure already done in place, and I believe say una done the work on very smooth platform, because over the past couple of years, I have seen so many talented comedians that we don't sprout out from the industry. How you feel say this be able to engage una a little bit more?
That's not the bottom line. We're happy because we don't case any party to be the bullet. I know that, man. You get the system that provide lawyer.
Okay, I think Pastor, we get you audio the break at some point. So like I come back to Desmond. Desmond, like I say, Pastor, I come back to you soon. I'll be done begin start with Desmond. I think we'll get probably with you audio. Des, I'm not saying your industry is kind of new, but I feel that the most successful industry right now in entertainment, the comedians then. How you feel say we're not able for continue for maintain the structures with this new group of entertainers coming together and make ourselves become one entity? How can we go benefit to and sustain of going forward?
Yes, I believe say this is a very big and very positive initiative where the Office of the Ambassador don't decide for bring out and roll out nationwide and even internationally. You know, because as you say, comedians and we now have the most organized and well-structured, you know, entertainment segment in Sierra Leone. You know, we get one body who all day under, we then call SLAC, the Sierra Leone Association of Comedians. No matter how big, if you say you did, we need for, we don't see and fast say we need for day together as one, for promote love, promote unity, and promote the interest of we company them. You know, so we ambassador select me for be the board member. Tell me constituency, they're also happy about that because it not ever be like the history of Sierra Leone for like comedian, you know, then like a board like this, you know. So like this structure, it mean a lot, my brother. In fact, recently one of the comedians then one music way, act one music will not be nice. It didn't sell the association worker over a week and more. When I got in blessing and because of some of we within the association, a lot of people that know we nationwide, we will get for go. We just after 17 days, then go bail. We go bail. So imagine this system where ambassador bring so get a lawyer, a well-established lawyer, we go there a base now in chambers where any entertainer, be you a musician, be you a comedian, be you a blogger, etc. We able for go we get problem you go there. I mean, let's talk about the health side. We know say health now one of the most challenging aspects worldwide, well body business. So for like our ambassador in the introduction just say, I mean, a system like this put in place. We say where you sick, you could go, you sick, assistant, the office of the ambassador come, it help with finance, it help morally, financially. My brother, this it will just help for strengthening we. And the one day we don't talk with the president and others who are on brief, they are so happy because as we talk, the comedians aside, we get the well-established one them, we're very popular, we everybody know, and we get one day with the upcoming. And then they forget the upcoming because now they get for replace we. Some of us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years or 10 years from now, we get for phase out. So we believe say the thing get for revolutionize. People get for the come up. I mean, as this they phase out, more they come up. So me so happy for this system. I'm so happy. And man, all the man who I chat with before I come on air live, they're so happy. Most of them are watching. We go to forums and the comedians that they watch. They want to get some from real source because this is the good news. And I really want to appreciate the president, retired Brigadier Julius Madabio, where he member say Ambassador Kao Denero, we don't play a major role. He don't win so many awards. He will come for he will replace him for put at that kind of position, for let coordinate and bring unity and love amongst all entertainers within and without Sierra Leone. Comedians, they were so happy. This is like a step in the right direction. I believe it's a positive move. We will help for strengthening we more and more.
All right, thank you very much, Desmond. I know for say that's a very good statement, but I will come back to that one later on when the program going go inside proper, because we all know the essence of everything we would try for do now for push entertainment and make sure say we maintain that structure there all throughout the process of what we do. Like I'm to Pastor here, Pastor Ali, I know say gospel music, yes, is gospel music. I know say gospel music not don't get the kind of recognition we're supposed to get over the years. Gospel music don't struggle for years and years and years. But I will also say gospel music don't produce successful musicians in Sierra Leone, but then yet still not able to recognize the genre as one of the most important. How this they benefit the gospel music industry? We can also say over the past couple of years, una self don't begin to for structure una self around and bring come on their own kind of system where a physical governor. How this go benefit una specifically from the gospel angle of coming into the mainstream music and other industries that we involved in the entertainment industry, especially in Sierra Leone. Over to you, Pastor Ali. All right, I think Pastor Ali will get some problem with you audio. I don't know if you.
Thank you very much, my brother. Hello, okay. Are you getting me?
Yes, I'm getting you, but you break slightly. But go on.
You get me now?
Yes, I get you now.
Okay, sorry, I'm on the network. So I appreciate. Thank you very much. I don't benefit so much from the deliberations from the ambassador, Mr. Kao Denero, based on the premise we lay. This is very laudable, I would say honestly, because if you look at them, these are some of the things we look forward as progress, as a step in the right direction. Because anything we not get vision and we not get structure, it's like to say, where are you heading to? But based on what you share, and these are practical things we will come across every now and then. Back to it, you say concerning the gospel musicians, angle. For so long, yes, it don't sound like for say like the gospel musicians and the gospel music industry don't be kind of isolated from what you call the general entertainment industry. And you self attest to that. You agree with me that honestly, in this country, gospel music don't play a very major role in the entertainment industry. I'll give you few because of time. I'll just give you few examples. Some time back, I believe gospel music don't be the most highest selling album in this country. It's on the records.
Sure. I agree.
Yes, we now Vic Fona. No, there is no whatever journey of music, not ever beats that record. Let's check the record to cassette sellers and others. Way back in those with cassette sellers. So if gospel music don't be so powerful as that, and everywhere it cut across, it don't mean whose religion you day. People have been, dancing to it, the melody, the rhythm. And some of us, we still come and throw that same line, representing Sierra Leone in various places with the gospel music that we don't do. So we did see and say it was like, because of Insai we stand, kind of, there has been some isolation with regards to the gospel music industry. But when, I get this call from the ambassador, say, no, I think this time around, not for left any sector behind, we need for carry everybody along. It was a welcome idea. So, tell them out to we constituency, to all the gospel musicians, for say, if we embrace and work on this legislation, I don't think say barrier go dey. They don't go say because the gospel industry dey, go be cared for. When issue arise, like wetin Ambassador Kao Denero will say, when issue arise, that they know for handle the situation. So for me, it's a welcome idea, and it means that we don't open the answer for saying no matter which kind of genre of music you do. I think as long as you are making your real impact in the only corner, you are still part of it in that. So it's a welcome idea, and we'll decide for push them now we own constituency for say we all.
Okay, I think we'll get.
Yes, we will push them together. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pastor Ali. I come now to article for you. I know say you then are one of the most challenging. When I say challenging, the most challenging, difficult, controversial, and area where gets the raw talents they when I think sprout out. And I believe say the contribution for registration is about 250,000. You get a lot of underground activities within the eastern part of Sierra Leone. And I know for say the challenges that we deal with the underground artists when I did the raw talent that they come out from is very, very, very great. And you are the head of that particular area they then call the eastern parts of Sierra Leone, and I am the chair or president of the artists that we come out from the eastern part of Sierra Leone. How you feel say this go merge in with the up and coming artists, with the raw talents, with the kind of ideas and knowledge they feel to say in the eastern part of Sierra Leone for embrace this particular thing? If you say it will be of benefit to you as the leader for pass this message on to everybody within the industry in the East for me to understand the value of this concept?
Yeah, it's a very positive vibe. Now, because of that reason, make a day here now, you understand, because I know say that's something where they bring a lot of vibe into the Eastern music, especially to members of the Eastern Artists Union, you know, because we don't take a while. This story discussed so now. Nothing is so on the group for like the past 2-3 months, you know what I mean? We deliberate on this one, we knock head on this one, we decide, you know, we move out things, then we bring things, then we say no, land let go, so let it think and so we don't do power for a while. So for all don't reach at this point now, for bring them out to the people and now for let you know say that's what you are in support of, you understand? Because I remember the first day we the ambassador called me on a project like this, you know what I mean? He said, for you, he said, we really get something for work which we actually get for do with the betterment of industry. You understand? I think Mr. Ambassador, one thing about me when it comes to the betterment of industry, I say I go always ready for support. I say because I'm in industry, I'm in office. If better Canada industry, then send the Abra will survive any carry. You know what I mean? If better not Canada industry, how go to survive? How things going to be difficult. Then he explained to me the idea, just like I don't say, you know what I mean? It's not something we actually want that we all come together and make sure say the team work as one. Now say one of the reasons we make you go succeed in this particular fight because you decide for call the people and we go make the whole work very, very easy for you. You understand? After you don't get the people ready, make the whole work very, very easy for you. I believe as an ambassador, the work will be very easy for you achieve like I don't achieve. So as the president of Eastern Artists Union, you know, I did send this information go down to everybody with the Eastern when I artists within the union. You know, like the beginning, I arranged that it's 250,000. One thing about me, they know see me own president who supports everybody really be able to support. You know, that's something again for bless the industry. That's something again for bring a lot of vibe to the industry. And you step be relax and know say you build grade A artists, you build grade B artists, you build grade C artists as alone. You get that same side any happen so you won't go cry. Because one of the things when it happen, you get the level of body, you understand if something happens, stuff like so for you. You go see it become for you, become man sabi for you, man go to for you. But if you're tapping out to Mr. Bean, how people not sabi at the end of the day, things are going well for him. You understand? But because you don't get recognition and all, but like he might be a very good artist. So as an industry, we decide for see our best everybody they come through the registration. You do registration, you know, you get criteria and when you get for go through, then from there we get how we put into the old system, when you able to carry the problem of the system and we're able to create that kind of platform where you even improve on your system because like we don't even bring you to a point where something and at least we don't be part of the old system and we guide you out for one, we say no do this one, no do this one. So it's a very big vibe because imagine you now for you go inside, you get an ID carry the food, so part of the entertainment registration, a part of that body, the national entertainment registration, where you see the ambassador in signature, that shows say you have full-time entertainer. You know what I mean? So if anybody see this whole thing, you decide to for left and down, don't forget about what you go get after or waiting maybe this thing come up and say, okay, we'll make this whole thing. I make what to decide first. For let you know, say this, you don't come about that live overseas, that live Salon, or that live Banjul, or that live Spain. the legislation for the cuts across the same. You know what I mean? Follow the team level playing ground. Let everybody get access for big parts of this whole thing. So that makes you find out the 25 pound when they ask for the UK equivalent to the 250,000 euros per salon. The 250,000 euros per salon or the 250 euros per salon is equivalent to the $25 when they ask for America. So these are something we get for bringing on a vibe. And I want to encourage people out there for support this initiative, for support the initiative of the ambassador, you know what I mean? And not just get for big, just for the musician, and something get for cut across. Of course, we always see Pastor Adina will come from the film council, Pastor Alindin from the gospel side. Of course, we get Desmond Benyawi coming from the comedy side. You know, we get Keman from the promotion side, of course, the ambassador himself. And we all done the, you know, so I encourage everybody follow with support this whole idea. It will be a very, very positive vibe to the entertainment industry.
Thank you very much, Article. I can come to Samuel and say hello to viewers quickly before I come to Keman. Kao, now for ready for the next question. And let I just talk to Samuel quick. Samuel, I can ask you for unmute and say hello to viewers quickly and tell me which role you play now. Over to you.
Yes. Good evening, everybody, Sierra Leoneans, and of course, I want to say plenty thanks and appreciation to the ambassador, Mr. Kao Denero. Of course, you the host, and every other entertainment stakeholder at the house tonight. Me and Governor Black, the current president of the McKinney Artists Union. Of course, we didn't have for at least discuss the national database issue. Of course, being part of this discussion, they speak volume of the fact that the ambassador know exactly what he need to do. Me involvement or me participation to this whole discourse, also they tell you say there is an inclusion. The ambassador know what he mean for decentralize everything. We over the years we all know say centralization na in it's the fabrics or the foundation of with national development. But Governor Black here from McKinney, and we say from the North already don't give you official representation of the North as a whole. So I want to say plenty thanks and appreciation to the ambassador himself, Mr. Kao Denero, and every other person within IR and within IR for good. As I can say, teamwork make dream work. Within IR for support the brother, and not just for support the brother, for check the things we feel say they go wrong, and we continue for ensure say the put go the right way. So that's just it, bro.
Thank you very much, Governor Black. I think so I get governor and ambassador. I'm not that really title.
No. and they suit it up.
So I will make you governor for be an alias. Okay, alias governor. Look, we put another video first, and then we come to that later on. But definitely on a very serious note, Keman, and I say you then at the edge of all these different tentacles that were there around you, because as a DJ and also as a show promoter, at some point in your career, you get for deal with gospel artists, mainstream artists, comedian, and whoever, actors and actresses. How you feel say this could benefit DJs and promoters then? Because I feel say over the years there has been some difficult challenges with DJs and promoters and the artist industry, to be specific. Right. How you feel say this will change that kind of atmosphere there with the DJs and the promoters then, bringing all this together?
Well, personally, I feel say this will change a lot. One, it will bring unity. We will all live together as an entertainment body. So that unity there, definitely a big one. Of course, the love for David. Secondly, I feel like say now the right time this for let we act. we not go wait say when it will be right. If we not do it now, we will do it later. You understand? So Wake will call me. I said this now great idea. We talk behind closed doors. Now great idea. I tell him, I say, get for be easy. And he say, I know brothers. He say, but I dedicated and I want dedicated people and for join me in this project. I say, okay, no problem. So myself, I say I will get back to him. Wait till I do. Obviously, I get me a big one, and I will be done in the entertainment before the DJs, them, the promoters, them. The film people already like colleagues at GPS. So we host a meeting with Ambassador, and can explain himself and propose the idea. And we'll tell God, thank you. We all will be there, 90%, let's say 90% initiative. And I think we will believe saying I think we will benefit not just with the individual with it, but the one that will get for camp. Because we'll not get for dinner this forever, So that's the one. As a promoter, I believe, say, if I go salon, for example, I'm going to do something, just equity ambassador, say, you understand? I go reach out to them at the office day, say, I want to do so, I need help. So that's supposed to say that waka way me know there, how salon day, where they call from the side there, the way they pass with you, the advantages them beaucoup. You understand? Because what's now Europe they come off from. But if you get the entertainment industry day, we'll go able to give your support, assist you, and get venues that would then recommend with their own relationship. So that we'll get at a reasonable price. If I want artists, the entertainment office did it for provide an art. Ways on if I book them as a person or individually, it will cost me so amount. But if you're part of the entertainment body, they part of the entertainment body, sometimes it will cost me, reasonable. You understand? So as a promoter, that advantage it did. And of course, just like what we are like say, in terms of for advertisements, if you want to do anything at the country, that support they get for day. And of course, would they travel? What they travel, the no-side sickness, they go catch you all and they down the back and other thing, And so I believe that this is a very good initiative. But of course, one person will took this responsibility. And just like what I say, if we not do it now, what I will do it for we. Sometimes we the beginners, so not to get for benefit them. And I want to let people understand back, say, right now, I crawl with the crawl. Plans and day, you understand, but the industry get for begin from scratch, structure. So we get for register. Let me know who that and who that then at the industry. You understand? If we don't know how we able to move forward. No structure, listen, the world they move on. Every day, we as a DJ, they admire, we neighbors them with the entertainment industry, the boom at the world. You understand? All that now because them brothers or sisters they work in the diaspora, they migrate and go na them country and build an industry, So for me, and of course the rest of the UK team members we put together, we take and say this is a brilliant idea and we endorse with support for this vision and we will continue for support the movement.
All right, thank you very much, K-Man. Now we can begin going to the types and stuff. Ambassador, I know say your appointment was a political appointment, and I know for say definitely we don't get a lot of controversial things that don't happen around our appointment day. Some man agree, some man not agree, some man support, some man not support, some man disagree. And we know the kind of political platform we're going to our country. Is this going to be anything we forget any kind of political involvement in terms of censorship of musicians or censorship of actors acting certain things or censorship of whatever they happen within the industry, or is going to be an open platform wherein everybody shares their idea, everybody be what they want to be, and you will still have full support of the union itself, regardless whether you are a political or non-political party person?
Well, a very good question, my brother. But definitely, I think the representation I have said, they speak volume. This cut across, underlying entertainment. Nobody now really represents any political party, or ideology. The approach I take, excuse me, is strictly based on entertainment. Because I know, say, the moment anybody begins say it's politically influenced, then it crumble. People ain't get forgetting doubts. People ain't get forgetting skepticism, because from the moment where I accept the appointment from His Excellency, I know say any statement where I make, any idea where I put forward, people ain't get for question them. People ain't get for things say get different motive, on a hidden agenda. But I understand say for the way we succeed as an industry, an entertainment industry, the key thing is to get for be an independent entity, free from political biasness or influence. The moment where we lost that day, then I don't fail. You understand? So, and me not supposed to let fulfill. I'm an entertainer first. All them people there, now people them way I deal with, on a regular basis. I get show, I go invite for a Kade, or if I want to do a show in Europe, I go contact DJ K-Man, he go give me input. So, even Pastor Air, even though I'm an ambassador, they don't book me for a movie where they look for doing the future. So you see how they interact, where politics not the inside. So now on that basis, they approach this, and they take this approach. And I feel so we will succeed. Yes, definitely I work for the number one man of the country, His Excellency. That's not a hidden fact. But this is not a politically motivated agenda or ideology. It's just for see, like DJ K-Man said, you want for advocate to government for a national studio. You want for advocate to government for international festivals. Artists they for get visas for travel. Different things and they will fall on your own table and responsibility. But if you just go blindly, you don't even know who that they represent. Does it make sense? Now that the big fool they begin first, number one. Because if you just they work no more, you don't even know who that they work for. You don't know how many people and then at the film industry, at the gospel industry, as artists, as DJs, then you are working blindly. So I think so we'll get for start somewhere. One forget one to be registered on YouTube, monetized. We now can able to make a case that we have an industry. If a promoter book an artist, we want to create a policy, an industry policy. We cannot do that if we not get a database, if we not get a registered one structured base. Now they wait for start first. So this is very important. It has nothing to do with politics. It's for the entertainment industry, right? The way we will stand firm and begin speak with one voice. Then, politicians, regardless of which government or which politician, this is a blueprint to be set, for the future generation, for future entertainers, the way they come. Themselves, if they see say this is sensible, when we feel say it's sensible, they can able to maintain it, And we get instances them in the case of the entertainers, the way fairness self now the other side of the law right now. Because we don't get this kind of system, because we know there as one, we will get proper representation for them from the industry. You get people who look at and say, we don't advocate still, we don't tire. This time we don't advocate again. You get people who still advocate, but their voice not get weight because they come out from people of substance. But if we all on there collectively as one now, then kind of scenario there occur. We come out with a strong voice. Even government, why you feel say government they respect the church union them, the mosque, the Muslim people them, the gospel people them, the Okada drivers them, you know what I mean? All the sectors then that's one, then we speak as one. So that's what we're trying to do here. Once we succeed in this, I believe say then we'll begin to take we as serious people them, and then we'll begin listening to voice and cries them more. If not to that, right now, na empty spoon no more than a mouth. I will continue for Christ, say, government, we need this, we need that. Then look behind and say, turn behind, where the crowd bear you, where the industry bear you. It's not there. So any sensible and non-selfish person for begin to think and say, this is for all of us. It's not just for Kao. Let we start to talk collectively through the office, to government, and for take care of welfare. Then I think so we will cover plenty grounds.
Okay, that's nice. Desmond, if I can come to you quickly, I know say your industry is moving forward. Now, what thing will happen to people that will not buy into this membership thing, but still part of your entity? We believe say, okay, I know we like for join this whole cabal thing or this whole industry way we discuss for set up. So, but I'm happy with just being a member of the comedy association in Sierra Leone, for example. How it will affect your relationship with them at the same time you want for me to be part of this whole entity? Desmond, you're muted, sorry. All right. Okay, over to you.
Yeah, you getting me?
Yes, it's clear now.
Like how you say, the comedy industry don't really grow in Sierra Leone. And we really thank God for this. We shows them now are sold out. And a lot of Sierra Leoneans, they really appreciate the way we don't grow. I really appreciate the way we do as a team, like the Yemata, Kindo Amani, faculty, JBS, I mean, we get a lot of them, Ogawawa, all these guys, they are doing so much. And, the new one, they said they can't up. We, even before we come on air, me, Ambassador, and the other members, we don't discuss this. I bring out some of them, the executive, the main man, them. I tell you for free, as I said earlier, we united. And like when the team, they kick off, one or two, we never pray say somebody go sick, we never pray say somebody go get, case, we need a lawyer. But I think they were very inevitable. It can happen anytime we they expect.
Yeah.
So maybe we say for those few, one or two, we go there on the church line, say another one join or so, we are very doubt of. If they see one or two live, examples, we are no say everybody go know, media go, social media go there, they go say, oh, this is no joke. But let's not say we we'll get time for comedy. But this one, now live, now the day with. This one, now unity, now they try to portray. To be under one umbrella, we say we'll get somebody up there. We don't decide, say, they work with other stakeholders. For let all be one for benefits, health-wise, and other social-wise. I believe, say, me own side, the comedian side, me man them, we did together. As I talk every Saturday, we they play football at SS camp. All comedians, we they call offices, they play NASIT, we don't play commercial bank, we they play other institutions. This is another sign of unity. Where they put to 20,000 millions them, we buy food and drinks for with the as a unit. So me believe say that kind of, scenarios and they just bring out the talk, we debate them, and all man come together. Before I come on here, I talk to Jebes, I talk to Yemata, I talk to main man them by the sector. They are all in for this. In fact, the Bobo, they're so eager. They're eager for letting things start, for men them come with the money and register. They are eager. Because this, Boku, a lot of countries don't have this. I believe say this is one of the legacy with the entertainment industry and the ambassador and the country get for let entertainers and they under umbrella. We get health coverage. People that don't attend for health coverage a lot in this country, they fall apart.
So are you saying this is like an insurance policy for inevitable or something?
Well, yes, like for Bambai, for the Bambai way, the sea. Because I tell you for free. So like with Vida Sick, Vida when one of the legends in the female musicians in Sierra Leone. People let it go form WhatsApp groups, go on television for big. No, if this kind of thing we don't do in Sierra Leone, although people will come on board, because even the first lady said a volunteer for coming and help. But if this kind of trust fund we don't do, right? Now for just chipping, if I then $10,000, $20,000, or $30,000, as the case may be, the help and the bulk operation for them be. I sorry why I use video in here when I example way when I now all they see. So this is very good. Maybe listen, a lot of them go buy them and you get few, if any self. I doubt if anyone would not buy this for that kind of amount, 250,000 leons. But let cover you for the whole year. That's a very laudable venture.
All right, I think that now an insurance policy, well, I'm not going to say it's guaranteed by Desmond Benyao, no food comedy, but it's an amount of assurance where you go get if you're part of any union, because the essence of a union is to look after their members. Pastor, I know say at the moment in time when this whole process they evolve, we know say we just get one leadership winner, Ambassador Kao Denero, at this point in time. Is there going to be any form executive for pioneer this going forward? Because what we don't want now in the interim of Ambassador Kao Denero is not available. who steps into that position, or is that going to be an executive body that is going to be formed for legislate the database collection, the contributions, the account system, and the transparency of everything really involved? Because one man cannot execute all of that. Is there going to be any kind of executive body that is going to be formed for run this organization?
Thank you very much. First of all, what to discourage from the onset, because like Ambassador always they say, that now one thing we don't, they scatter we. You know, each time we decide to come together, no sooner you begin to talk about positions, we talk about offices, would have handled it, you know, you begin straight away for attract, strife, and division. So one of the things that we would put aside for a very long time, and for most start this whole movement, now the aspect of position, power. So what do we decide to do now for put a system in place? This whole thing they come into play because there is a system. You know, it is the system we follow. So in the absence of ambassador, the system works. If we look at it from that angle and say, okay, let's get this position, we'll get this, we might fail because we don't try that severally and don't fail. And so the difference with this, we're not looking at positions for now, we're looking at a system.
So who is going to legislate the system if the system is already in place? Who is going to legislate it? Who is going to be the workforce behind the system?
Thank you. Already, we represented at this forum at moment, and we other colleagues that we not there, you know, because of some reasons, as Ambassador say. For now we the push them things for let happen. But we shy away from that thing. We say, you know, now this that deputy, now this that this, you know, we all the work team and we set the system. It's a system. Maybe we'll like that. We have a system and the system is pushing the system.
All right, now I come to Ambassador. I see you raise your hand up. You have for what guess on now?
Yes. I just want to buttress because I know what the fears. The fears is who carries the responsibility of managing these funds.
That's correct.
Executing, you know, different welfare help and assistance.
That's
so what
correct.
do we do momentarily? Because we engage the Australia branch, we engage the North America branch and the UK branch. I don't engage them all, you know, in different occasions. And these are all credible people where they're in touch with the unions. Like my brother DJ Cayman, of course, is part of the DJ body, you know, in the UK. I get Shaba, where in Terror D. We are strong members in the Australia side with the entertainment sector. North America, I get people in the Gile, I get people in the Panelist General, Busy and others. Where they on this side in America. Salon, of course, when I see Foyer, when I see Governor Black, we get Lava, when in the head Sledu, the DJs them. Then you get Federation Zico, who gets an elder DJ as DJ Carlos. The bloggers them will get Sierra Leone. Then I get the entertainment board, the original entertainment board, it's still in existence. So what I do, I choose people then from all the different sectors there. You know, like a 5-man team, where this team then handles public funds, this account here. You understand? So no decision already happen without nobody in consent. It's not a one-man show, saying an ambassador. Actually, what I suggest, maybe one for the outside of that team. But the team, you know, where I didn't would say no ambassador, it can't be passing. You have to be part of this. You know, so if time come, a situation arise, we'll get to talk to a doctor or a lawyer to represent one of the entertainers then, you know, it should be part of the decision making. You know, so now then people are willing to give this responsibility. They get to momentarily handle, you know, the funds in this account, which is a general account where we open, you know, and it's going to be transparent. Nothing happens, nothing comes out. You know, everybody know how many people are registered. We know the total way we deal with, and we cannot rely just on that. We think about exploring other ways. And the institutions, then where they seek the welfare of the creative hearts, where we can able to reach out to for able to help them see how they can pitch in, so that we will get more, so that we will there in the position of saying, okay, we get an entertainment insurance policy. But for now, no, we can't call it that. It's just a way how we can able to help and assist, you know?
No, I don't think you should shy away from saying it's an entertainment insurance policy, because insurance can cover anything. It doesn't necessarily mean insurance policy go look after your welfare or your affairs.
Right.
I think it's fine for people and get something tangible for say, this is an insurance policy where go protect your interest, and that interest can be of anything. Like I'm to article for you, because I believe say within we were in the diaspora and the entity in our salon, we get mixed conflicts of relationship. And I feel say we're not able to forget we own full-blown acceptance from the Sierra Leone public yet. But when you look at the industry out of Sierra Leone, I think we in the diaspora, we don't invest a lot more into the entertainment industry in Sierra Leone, but we are yet to gain nothing. Attica, I know say you then are one of the vast area when it comes to entertainment, and I believe say Cayman will be one example, Femi can be another example, myself is another example of people from the diaspora. We don't go make investment into Sierra Leone but get nothing back. How una they assure the diaspora, because the diaspora is playing a key role in this particular movement right now, and I believe say since the ambassador self now diaspora himself, I don't need to say he go left way out. So I feel say that's the kind of role the diaspora is kind of play right now. So Attica, if I can ask you, how una ready and willing for work with the diaspora so that everybody within the different parts of the world will benefit from this particular venture? Because the diasporans has been burnt a lot over the years when it comes to entertainment in Sierra Leone. What's in the assurance we will not go out for Giri within the diaspora right now?
This is now one area this we take a very long time for we and do. You know, I guess I tell you see we get WhatsApp group we already discuss differently for put us together for we solve it now. You know, and then one thing we will delay a little bit, because one thing about this whole thing, you don't know, say this sort of thing where they look at and see, because you leave America and then they leave salon, so everybody no more now because you leave America, so now you know more the salon no more for benefit from this whole thing. You see, from the start of the whole thing, you see how we start for doing the registration. You understand? Also because you leave America, you go can pay $100, then you will the salon can pay $250. No, this not get for not get anything for do with who say you live. Now you get for decide as body, we will get for decide, we will get for decide. Okay, this brother way some thing don't affect them. So they America, well as an industry low with $2,000-$3,000. Now the same $2,000 back if some pay back to somebody that salon back, where as an industry will decide back at the same $2,000 will give back to the person. So let everybody in the diaspora, while they just be rest that just say this is not good for do with you location.
Okay,
always it is for do with you. Always it is for do with you, again for do with you being an artist.
Okay.
Now you artists now to protect you as an entertainer. You understand it? Because you see the teachers, they get teachers union. When you go catch teacher, you hear some students that hey, you see the drivers, they get the drivers union. So, and everybody, they treat everybody equally. Forget about who say you did. So it doesn't mean say because you na America you did that you need it. No. Now make us so from the old thing, because everything about this whole thing na equal game.
Okay, so one question. So if a show promoter come up from London, for example, one for go do a show na salon, and he want for book an artist in Sierra Leone, is it going to be the same amount of money where the salon promoter they charge, and the same amount of money we charge the person from the diaspora? Because these are two different people.
No. What you talk every time the answer is not two different things.
Well, then the example like diaspora benefits. Okay.
Well, listen now they tell you. It doesn't mean say where you register that as the entertainment registration will look for you as that is so. No. You understand? If they go book out for show, now how they go book for show. If Kao wants anybody for go support and I show anybody for go look to show, Kao they welcome the person. But now Kao they talk in presently, what's up? You understand? It don't mean say if you come out America, you want to book for you for show. That's the money we pay for you, and the same money back you go pay Kao, and the same money you go pay. Then in our business, the business level of the whole thing. We don't look to how you the artists they benefit from the entertainment registration. Now we care about.
Okay, so
the benefit of
equally so, 1 second, equally so the promoter is part of the body. How
the promoter, you be part of the body now. Again, I will be able to do the whole thing by when the thing they work out well for her. Because if I get the way that they call you promoter, I mean, you understand? It doesn't mean say if you don't be part of the body now, you don't for use your own promoter level back for camp promote the show. And you be the promoter, they can't invest into the show that you make promote the show they make. So in a statement that your fees for promote the whole thing, it's your own pieces. That make you be part of the entertainment industry. That make you be part of the entertainment registration as a promoter. You understand? So if you need artists, and the artists, and again, if Keman need me now for perform in London, me and Keman, I don't get the understand, we don't get the usage because we don't do together at this group for a while. You understand? So they won't understand we say if we go to a professional show in London. It has nothing to do with the entertainment registration. The entertainment registration, we therefore look after the affairs, the welfare of the artists. So the relationship between the show promoter, because show promoter they waiting the artists, they know the business still they go on, the business still they continue. Then they bring more value to the business.
Okay. Okay.
That's all therefore get the understanding and like everybody I like you to America, you know still so you know Gambia or even Gambia back will get people there waiting. Take so Guinea. Of course, you don't see Governor Black from McKinnon all round. We're not going to get everybody on this whole thing, but everybody is part of the whole thing. You understand? Okay. And as I'm saying, very good for an industry. I make you see me in particular be part of decide for support the whole event because me anything I get to do to the betterment of the industry, for always ready for support. That's it.
All right, thank you very much for your. I think say I know. 100% agree with Gianna, but at the left arm.
No, I see the ambassador. No, I see if you know they understand. I see the ambassador to come in because I see you don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Me understanding of what Cayman highlights earlier on as a promoter, I'm asking from the diaspora point of view, what will I benefit if I go to Sierra Leone? I am part of this umbrella body and I want to do a show with, for example, Desmond Beya. I want to go do a comedy show with Desmond Beya. So what I'm asking, we have a charge fee if in a salon you did. Sometimes they go say na 5 million for one night, right? That's now for entertainment and promoters then in Sierra Leone. Now, I am a promoter from London and I'm going to do a comedy show in Freetown, but I want to use Desmond Beya. Am I still going to pay the 5 million regardless of where I'm from?
No. The entertainment registration don't get anything for do with future promoter to the artist.
Okay. Kao, is that the same?
1 minute. When I let you understand. The business they still go on.
That's correct.
This registration okay, assuming now like DJ Keman can register now under the entertainment registration as a show promoter.
Yeah.
You get issues that will affect DJ Keman when the registration they grab and support DJ Keman saying this as an entertainment industry they support you as an entertainment registration. But it doesn't mean say if DJ Keman can do so for you, that me get personal. Not some we never put any stated amount saying that this is for you know. Who they can't talk business with pay me, I do for it and for do.
Okay.
DJ Keman they pay me, not say this money they pay me, and for profit for what they pay me for. So now they get your money from the show.
All right.
So the entertainment registration has nothing to do with for campus price say, okay, for your you now they're gonna pay you 7 million for go perform now, you they're gonna pay you 20 million for go perform. No, then you and the artist and I get that understanding.
Okay, I get your points now. Okay, you want to say something? You add more to that?
Yeah, in a nutshell, you know, it's very dangerous way you interfere with the free market space, you know, meaning, you know, artists and the management, they don't right for negotiate their own business dealings, you know, so people don't misunderstand that they can't be for.
If I have the example, because
yes. No. We're not get no right for interfere for begin dictate to foil or any independent artists out there in your business way they do. As much as we there for protect promoters they do. You know, who say their own benefit to inside this thing. Say you get a scenario, a promoter don't book an artist, don't promote the show, the artist not show up. You see who side the office, the inside and the registration process, the inside. If this artist here is part of us, they don't register, now we get areas where we talk to her, listen, say, hey, if this continue, you cannot continue for operate business like this. You give the industry bad name. You know, we will get fines them, we will get disciplinary actions them, we will strike on these artists for protect promoters them. You know, that's where the promoter benefits.
Well, I kind of agree with you, Envoy, but I agree with you on this particular instance 110% because already there are existing scenarios the way they are around what you just make mention. So for artists being booked and doesn't show up to perform, what happens? What's not the criteria for solve that problem, for mitigating, for making it not become an explosive discussion we will go in a public domain. So I think if that's not one of the mandates, I think I honestly we possibly like to see the process of that as well unfolding, because that is a very important side, Andy, because I talk about the defense of the diasporans then, because most times they are the ones who suffer the consequences of some of the incidents we talk about too. And if I'm for make themselves get some kind of leverage, we then go for say, I am happy to be part of this because I know my interests will be protected.
You see, my brother, these are underlying secret rules in any industry. Even in America, trust me, you get gangster them, you get all kind of entertainer them, but then they fray the industry in might. You know, we don't get the industry might as Salonics. You can get any kind of respectful artist because if you say you can do anything to anybody. Now America, you get the toughest gangster them or the hardest entertainers them, but they get you in the fray. Yeah. You know, they get you in the fray because they know say people in the industry where you can make phone calls behind, you know, other promoters in California, promoters in Texas, promoters in Los Angeles, you know, go 3 years, you don't get show. You pockets on grass and entertainment. Because of one promoter where you go wrong. You know, so these are the kind of things. So once the entertainer then you understand, say, hey, I get for what they do. Now they might don't come together. We all get together, they can sanction me tomorrow. I like I pull the biggest hit song before no go in.
All right, I like that side of things because that is what the industry has struggled with over the past couple of years, because they will forget a structure where they stop some of them malpractices that so far happen between artists, promoters, and DJs. But anyway, I would like to see the progress of that. Like to Alim before I go to Mr. Governor. Alim, like to you quickly, because I know for say we possibly they go towards the end now, and the gospel industry has played their own role. And I believe say now a body way already don't begin structure and say when I get some kind of executive body with the governor now. When they come into the mainstream gospel, as in 50-50, let's come and have this challenge with all other genre, because I know say we self get for be heard and be seen, and we are now part of a body which governs the entertainment industry. Do you guys feel now safe, comfortable, and ready to work with this new body?
Yes, thank you very much, my brother. Sure, we are safe. For go straight to the question, we are safe, and we feel like yes, because of the kind of approach we will see, the kind of steps that will be taken in embracing every facet. We only concerned now the fact that like I hear me brother for your just to say like we they apply in other places, people in the diaspora, the same money where the people in they pay, now the same equivalent people in a salon or other places, you know, they pay. So which means everybody has the same right. Everybody has the same access. And so the concern that we hope and desire say it will continue like that. Not because on this person a gospel musician, so in own cost different from another person. No, if person they pay 250,000 as the case may be, if the gospel musician within the diaspora they pay £25 or $25, I believe the same right will be accorded to everybody. So it's not about the genre of music we sing. It's about the fact that under the same umbrella, we are classified as, you know, entertainers. In a way, we don't a different audience that we entertain. Like the comedians, they get an audience and all of that. But so I believe it will be treated evenly, and that's what we are looking forward to, and that will give me the confidence because of the leadership where we don't see to be exhibited by we brother Mr. Kao Denero, and I believe say all the one the way they put together for spearhead, this leadership will make sure that they don't keep one aspect of the entertainment industry, quiet or biased, so that it will be evenly spread. So we are confident, sir. We are confident very well.
All right, thank you very much for that confidence, and I believe that the confidence will also come in everybody's favor when it comes to decision making in terms of what's-in get for be the enumeration or what's-in get for be a reason for make this case become very useful, for make this case become a primary case where everybody for support. I know say it will be a challenge. We can sit down there a little bit, and then we can see exactly how we're able to mitigate solutions around certain challenges they will get for face and how we move forward. Now come to Governor. Governor, I know say you did na the northern part of Sierra Leone, where na Makeni, and I know say you did cover the provincial towns, and I know for say this is not the very first time, to be very honest, for see a representation of everybody involved within the entertainment industry and get somebody from the provincial towns. I haven't seen that yet. That's facts from my own side of views. I will say I will commend Ambassador for this particular thing because you don't show true representation. I'm not saying on one side of the provincial town you come out, and I believe say there are other areas as well we don't get themselves involved. So how this gets able for galvanize the provincial towns, I know for say the music industry in the provincial towns, especially the Makeni area, it grow. How una go able for you when are the lead for that particular area, how you be able to mobilize people and really around that area, they for say this is something that they should be part of, otherwise they will be left behind, and you don't want that to happen for them. Over to you. Governor, we need to get you. You see how they say not take that governor name there.
Part of the entire process. Okay, now
go on, Governor. I think we're in small, but
are we okay?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. Fine. The question about how are we able colleagues together before this time, being part of Makeni Artists Union, now one of the most influential positions. I don't create a group president from different districts. From Kabbalah, we get the Kabbalah Artists president there with me, Poloko, Cambia, Lunsar, Malainchi1, and others. Already, I don't believe national registration, not phenomenon. Women say most of we as entertainers not pay attention to and we as musicians, if we also want for be honest to ourselves, the whole entertainment industry, musicians, now the sector of it, we could see the right, but we still want for turn around. So it take patience, it take courage and intellect for able to bring your colleagues together. So over time, I've been on the reach out to colleagues, tell them the need for the part of this. Of course, we need to understand the fact, say, this whole national database issue, not just limited to, or not just limited to having the support with the comeback, but it get also for deal with the fact, say it speak volume for no say we really see able to take Banga the ambassador and I the work for the number one person in the country. We mean it's highly influential, but trust me, he can do it all. You know, go to the president and say, President, I want to do X, Y, Z. Then the president knows they together. So this part of the country, I just want to show the ambassador, and we all are still.
I think we struggle for get governor. Okay, ma go to Kao. Kao, I get one question for you. We are citizens at the one of the reasons we make ask you this question specifically that because of the challenges that you get for face in terms of technology. Because you want to make this thing electronically digital to the world, and is technology going to be one of your challenges? Because as we see, the challenges of technology is inevitable.
Right.
Are we going to have problems in terms of registering online and doing other basic stuff? Because it is going to be like an online platform on a regular basis. How are you going to deal with that?
Well, so we advantage, now we get an office, you know, that Frito, that Battle Street, that the Office of Entertainment. Officially, in October, God willing, we go open up to the general public, you know, to the entertainment industry. So it will not just be limited to digital registration. You know, as we unveil them first, it will be digitally done, you know, and I think we get for rollout for the next 3 months, you know, and then after a free fall, you know, if you feel, say, you know, I register now, maybe 3-4 months later, you make up your mind, you come, and it's not by force. You know, you get for think, you know, say, this is not something I want to be part of. I feel, say, this is good, and it will benefit me in the future. We already get people in there, we don't consult with professionals, legal representatives, you know, medical practitioners, where they get a philanthropist approach, where they feel, say, you know, they're connected small to the entertainment industry, they can able to help, you know. We don't engage them, and we look forward for able to negotiate to them so that we will get to medical representative, they will represent entertainment, legal representative, you know. So with time, as the office is set up manually, you go able to work and go inside it and go do your registration, you know, on a daily basis. So that problem will be. And the reason we are very hesitant for use like free money, orange money, all that kind of digital registration, you can do your registration online, but you still get to go deposit physically in the bank. You know, you get a receipt. The receipts that you relate to we, then we cross-check, say your registration is sealed, and we cool them down, say, yes, you are part of this system, you are registered.
So what about the registration of the diaspora? Then they pay the money into a PayPal account or a bank account that's already in existence?
It's a bank account that's in existence. Soon as the registration portal they go out, you know, through the form, the account number will did it. You know, all the things here we don't deliberate. You know, we don't come to the conclusion, say, we use a Sierra Leonean bank, you know, where we already get an account in, but this is a separate and special account solely for the registration process, you know, and people in like UK, like Australia, like US, maybe the leaders them want to collect all the registration fees, you know what I mean, and then submit on the account. You know, I make the leaders them that Insai, they all get to be represented for control the accounts, you know, so that they don't feel left out, you know, and we psychologically look at and say, whose side will they get most registration, they therefore get better representation, you know, because now they carry the bulk of the registration. But even though sharing the welfare therefore be equally shared, you know, regardless of society.
All right, thank you very much. But not also forget to say, not for ready for defending yourself in a court, because people might want to take the organization to court as well.
That make not to be one great, you know. We Boku now we 5, never the 5-6 times them. Actually 5 months now and one.
No, but what to make a highlight that to you Now, because this is a global network now, and there are people within the global network that will feel maybe they have been disadvantaged and want to take the organization to court because they believe, say, the organization not treats them well. So you go for equally ready for some of those challenges. But we will deal with that
Understood.
anyway. Let's bring Femi, the Oba of Charlton. We don't listen to me for the past 2 hours and also get vast knowledge in this particular discussion. Before that, una begin think now of what thing go be una own challenges then way una go the envisage now una own different department then or different industry. But I can't Femi and they will cancel the challenges, they will go round off. Over to you, Femi.
Hello guys, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
And do you hear me loud and okay, cool.
Sure.
Really and truly, it's been an interesting conversation. But as you say, some of we done in the industry for quite a while. I mean, me personally, I will tell you that I've lost a lot of money in entertainment, supporting a lot of causes in Sierra Leone, or Sierra Leonean causes in entertainment causes in the UK. So for me, if some structure they come in place where they can protect investment, or my brother or my sister or whoever they try for investing in Sierra Leone entertainment, for me it's a good thing. So when I hear about this project, we came and called me, asked me for join the first meeting we'll get at the UK. I joined, I listen, I ask questions, and I think the answers they will get, I've been kind of satisfied with them. See, the obvious, I don't listen some more, and I don't say yes. So if I intend for putting money back into the entertainment industry, sometime it will be protected this time around. So over the years, I don't work with quite a few artists. I start off, I was introduced to some guys in Aton. We've been in PDT. So I've been get Toffee Doss and Daddy Rhymes. So we worked together. We did an album together. We did a few shows around Freetown and a couple in the provinces. And really and truly, the idea wasn't to go make a profit. The idea, and I mean, for go ape the industry, because I'm a music man by background. I done DJ in the UK from 1993 professionally. A few years before that day, but from 1993 I done DJ professionally in the UK. And I mean, things say I want to do something for help me country and people that we musically inclined like myself. So I was introduced to them. We worked together. I worked with a few other artists in town. I brought a few artists from Tong, England, can do shows them, which were quite successful. I work with a team of Sierra Leoneans and also, and we, one of the very big first shows them, we brought in Manzo Avexible to London. We had a big show. People in that platform day, including T-Boy himself, and more important, DJ K-Man. So this was a long time ago, and but all them investment there, so all them area of concern there, so we not been getting no protection. So when things went wrong, they went really wrong, and because the industry, what they call the entertainment industry, wasn't really an industry. Not been just a bunch of people they enjoy what they do, so there was no business about it. So I say I don't listen today. I'm happy for the platform when I create, and like how T-Boy say, myself go and see some of their actions there so actually take place. And but kudos to you, Kao and team. Ambassador Kao and team. I think it's a laudable idea. I wish you a lot of luck, because I think the Sierra Leone music industry lacked a lot of funding from the diaspora over the last few years. Maybe 15 to 10 years ago, there was a lot of money going into Sierra Leone, into the entertainment industry, especially the music side of things. But I believe Dandy dry up over the last 10 years. We see less and less, but that's why money they actually go in for support the entertainment industry. Obviously the different promoters them they get the reason why they withdraw their anthem, but I believe the main problem that because of the lack of structure, because people then go lost money, because people thought that they got duped. Again, artists they don't come now Europe, we promoters they don't spend a lot of money for bringing come, buy them tickets, put them up, book big halls them, do shows them, and the artists haven't contributed as much to their own brand as the promoter then do. So if the promoter they pay you one of your duties maybe leave now say you for help for push the show. Although you're not to the promoter, but you're supposed to get some kind of a fan base, and at least your fan base supposed to can support you. And I think say some of the artists them over the years that has not been the case. And so a lot of promoters they don't withdraw their hand and withdraw their help, and in doing so they don't cause the industry not for rise at the pace we've been rise before. Those are my own thoughts.
Thank you very much, Femi. Well said, as usual. I don't say Femi and don't born so many times, ambassador. So not still really talk with you. It's time for switching you up, for making you feel bad. But now one man we don't lost serious thousands. When I say serious, well over £50,000 or more when it comes to the entertainment industry, especially in Sierra Leone. And I know it puts me on collaborative on that, and I just on Ion number, because if we double them, you're looking at few hundreds of thousands of pounds. So we have been burnt before. Now when this venture comes, I said to myself, we need to give it a proper platform, like we get the insight of it, so that people can understand exactly where the industry was at, where it is at, and where the industry is heading to. So it encourage and give people more confidence for say, maybe, like Femi say, the withdrawal of the promoters from the diaspora, this might eject something back into their mindsets to say, we need to come back and invest into the industry. Because definitely, I will tell you for sure, between myself and Femi and people who were involved in the entertainment industry over the past 10 years have not invested nothing at all because of the kind issues that we don't get over the past 10 years with artists, promoters, and DJs, and whoever. So it has been very challenging for us, and it has been also challenging for people who have been on the sideline thinking, I've got some few money to spend, let me just put my money in, maybe I'll get my money back. But that hasn't even happened. And the amount of complaints that they come to me is a lot. And I feel say bringing this on board is a very good initiative. One of the things that we have been getting doubts in, you have made it very clear to say this is going to be an open platform where everybody they chip in and make a non-political agenda for go forward, which is one of the most destroying things within the industry over the past couple of years. We have seen people being taken advantage of. We have seen people within the industry taking advantage of people who are outside the industry, both ways, vice versa. And that hasn't made the industry to become a stable platform at all. The film industry has struggled a lot more as well because themselves no longer get funding, I would say, for the past 10 years. Nothing has happened. Some of we will possibly be decided for both eject some of we own skills and equipment. Again, the same thing happens. We were burned because there was not a proper farm structure where it protects everybody's interest. But the film industry is one of the most potential industry. We're still a virgin industry that's alone. And you only need for eject proper funding. I'm not saying when they say somebody to go do film, he gets 120, 30,000 pounds, 40,000 pounds, 50,000 pounds. That's not a money for film industry in Sierra Leone. That is nothing compared to how you want to do a 15 or 20 minute film. You're talking about hundreds of thousands of pounds, possibly. Because when you look at the logistics for bringing things together, putting together your filming crew alone, it involves a lot. But the reason we make we will forget things done properly because we don't have the physical finance. That is why you will see Pastor Momo, then the director, then the script writer, then the producer, then the editor back. Because it takes a lot from him as a person. And there is no way you can actually put together a proper movie, a full-length movie, if you carry all those titles, because those titles are professional titles on their own. Again, it affects the music industry. You can have an artist, he writes, he directs, he tells the engineer what beats to play, he wants to promote his songs, he is the one pushing the songs on WhatsApp, it is going on Facebook, so there is no proper structure. We need to have a division of labor in all these particular genres, so everybody benefits, everybody take home something. So now let's come to the challenges that we will envisage. The reason why I highlight this, now for like we get an open field of what the challenges might be going forward. So now I will come to Pastor Momo and offer say the film industry has struggled and you guys are still struggling. I will be very honest with you because I don't see much yet. We don't come up from salon when it comes to the film industry. I've seen people trying to go and change the platform in so many different ways, but again, they still struggle because of the low budget of what we're doing. And if we rely on the low budgets with the film industry, not be able to compete with even locals, for example, in Nigeria, locals, for example, in Ghana, because even the locals in Ghana and Nigeria, their minimum budget for films will be like 50,000. We're yet to see that in Sierra Leone. So, Pastor, what in going to be some of you envisage challenges then within this new structure of bringing the entertainment industry together going forward in regards to the film industry specifically? Pastor, you're muted.
Yeah, thank you. I also want to make you understand that the scenario, the change actually gradually, and presently we get people that we actually they do film on a higher budget. We got one or two with the album. Yes. You get films that we actually they play on international platform. So times to change. We'll get better equipment and now it's not like before. And not too much, but we'll get people who understand what they do. So they're going in for some of them things there. So in terms of production, we're coming up. And I think so we don't get one or two good films them now. Talking about the challenge, I think it's going to be a natural one way the different sectors they all go get for experience. Because it's new, you definitely get one or two people who don't understand the concept yet. We go on for like they deny or argue some point, you understand? But with much education, with like what you do so, T-boy, you know, and within we all do here now. I think so with time that will fade away. Secondly, when they begin to see good examples, you know, people that will go through the system, they see how the system helped them, then those doubters definitely will begin for support and believe in the idea. So the challenge first is going to be a natural one, because it's not new something, it's a new idea.
All right, thank you very much, Pastor. You go on for say you last word for the program, and also you go on for saying to the people they want to watch, and also to the one way you the try for love for me and come on board and take this very strongly because that's something very serious within the industry.
All right. So me go straight to the music sector when at the film industry. I already don't engage the leaders them, that the different body them where they govern the film industry, and we don't begin for sell this idea to them. And as we don't begin rule them out, we don't begin for talk to people, please, maybe not the first thing is you the year. No worry, more information they can meet you. It is never a secret. We want everybody for involved, want everybody for benefit from this. So please accept this and say this is for your own good. This will change your industry. This will change your livelihood pattern. This will make, you proud for be an entertainer or a film person to be specific, Sierra Leone. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, Pastor. Definitely, we will try to see how we will collaborate the next blockbuster movie in Sierra Leone soon. Just keep watching the space. Now I can come to Pastor Ali. Pastor Ali, can you give us your challenges and possibly your message to the gospel industry and how you feel say you go out for galvanizing for come on board this particular project? Over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much, my brother, and I appreciate so much, of course, for such platform. And I want to also appreciate the ambassador for such venture. I would say, yes, we're going to mobilize the various constituencies in the gospel music industry, various places. Well, me directly, they send this information, I guess, well, one day within the diaspora, as long as you're a gospel musician, don't be identified as a gospel musician, whether you're in the diaspora, because as it is now, all the time for putting heads and minds together for work together, whether you're in a Salonia, then at the provinces, everywhere, you get this message. Guess when I don't follow this discussion, we need to follow up. You don't know if for follow up, make sure we relate information, make it clear to you all. Let's come aboard and make sure that we put hands on it so that we're able to see that no limitation of the day in meeting we safely. And so we will call on the support of everyone. Come on board. Let's support it because this is about Sierra Leone. It's about us. Let's move to the next level. So I call on all gospel musicians everywhere, any outside you be. This is a laudable venture. Let's embrace it and let's support it to the fullest. We'll continue to mobilize them and make sure that thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Pastor Ali. And definitely we'll follow the gospel trend. I see most of veteran gospel musicians, they come back to light, then they revamp their career, which I think is a very good move. And I realize, Vicky Fona, they try to redo most of the popular songs now into studio version video, where a very good initiative, and I think that will boost the industry back again for a start. So thank you very much, and we'll continue the good work. Definitely we'll go follow on our track and see how best they do for push the gospel industry. Mr. K-Man, let me come to you now. I know say you know the Diaspora UK foot soldier, and you have been a foot soldier for long. So, Ambassador, you did not mistakenly choose the wrong person. You correctly choose the right person for what you want.
Thank you.
Definitely. He is not just a DJ, but he is a very, very humble foot soldier. When he says he's ready to deliver for you, he will deliver. So definitely, K-Man, what's going to be your message to the DJs then? I know say Unana gets a very different challenge with the artists and the DJs and how Una are able for benefits from the artists and how the artists and the benefits from Una. It's been a battle. So basically, I'm not going to either, and you know that very well. What's going to be a message to them for get them on board? Because this is something that is going to be beneficial for them, possibly not today, but like we all the envisage, it will be beneficial for the future. Because we want to create a platform so everybody feel part of it. So what's going to be a message to them? And what's going to be one of the challenges that we the industry see go happen that your industry?
The challenge is that, of course, in the brother man say, I am Momo. Because a new idea, some people go doubt them, understand? But this is a moving trend. You know, if you know catch me now, I will catch you. Understand? We'll not wait for you. Definitely. But of course, the challenge we get now with the not so much of the DJs them, but with artists especially, you understand? Of course, you know, some of the personal, you know, differences between the ambassador, then they don't overtake the thinking for the whole vision. You understand? But that's not the challenge for me to get from some artists. You understand? But otherwise, from the last meeting we all in the UK, all the one that will be in there on board, then support the idea, then endorse the idea, including the boss Femi with there. So we believe in a very good idea, and we will continue for support and for make sure yes, you know, people register. You know, so I believe a small network again, I will reach out to them, and they're ready for supporting movements. Definitely.
Thank you very much, K-Man. I know say you now somebody where you give you all for good. So definitely it will be something that will be progressive within the DJs. And yes, there are challenges within the artist section, but definitely people should forget about personal issues and then focus on the agenda with a national issue. I think anything national for me is very important. I don't do personal when it comes to Sierra Leone. I always put all my personal issues aside and then work with the interest of Sierra Leone and make sure that we achieve. And what we achieve, we achieve as a nation, not as individuals. And what Ambassador itself puts together, I think is not a personal goal, but it's a national goal where I think everybody needs to come on board and support. Because otherwise, it will be beneficial to every single one of us. Maybe not today, but if you want to be part of the industry tomorrow, at least there is a platform that has already been set where you go for the vision and make good use of. So, Mr. Benya, let I come to you as the God. I call you the godfather of the comedians in Sierra Leone. But what they can do next show, actually, will not charge you better because right now one for we comedy back on the floor. And to be very honest to you, I remember this comedian. We I forget his name now. One of the ambassadors them to to Commercial Bank. Calling him Kindo Amani. Right. A couple of years ago, I met Kindo Amani and I said to him, "You're nobody right now, but guess what? I think you have a lot of potential. Can we put together some compilation of stand-up comedy?" Compilation. Imagine, this is something that I have been thinking about like 7 years ago. Kindo Amani was not a household comedian. And I saw him for the first time being introduced to him. And I said to him, look, we'll do a compilation of your stand-up comedy and begin post them online and see what sort of reactions you will have. But he shied away from it because that is one of the challenges that I think we have in Sierra Leone. We don't take challenges upon ourselves as individuals in terms of our career. We look at our career and possibly understudy them and don't take it seriously. But what did I say Desmond undo over the years? Now, he resisted all other challenges within the industry. I don't say they don't force him for become a host, a presenter, for not being a comedian. I think he resisted that and said to them, no, I am a comedian. I think say that resilience the way you able for put up. Now you make you able for succeed as a comedian. Because I don't see you in different forms when they say for make you host, TV host, event host, any kind of activity, then they go make you as host. Then they fail to understand, say you are a comedian. So then we want for change your career, but you insist and say to them, no, I am a comedian. I can do other things, but I'm a comedian. I want for you credit for. Because
thank you very much.
I call you the grandfather of comedy because if it wasn't for you guys that actually made the career to become a career for people to follow, it wouldn't have been a lucrative career. So I want to commend you for that. If nobody knows able to give that place, they may have the DUM. I know say the ambassador, he gets different way how you look at you. That's different. But I'm looking at you from the outside. Somebody we don't in the industry, we don't follow the trend of entertainment for the past 30 or 40 years in Sierra Leone. And I know what you have done for change that particular genre there in entertainment. So kudos to you and keep up the good work. You deserve to be the grandfather of comedy. And I believe say that's not going to change. So what's going to be your challenges the way they envisage, and what's going to be your message to the fellow comedians the way you feel say they right now we want to be part of them or not want to be part of them, or we want to bring them on board full blown?
All right, I so appreciate that point we make. I don't go through a lot for reaches I reached so today. When I started, Bokuma be the say being a comedian in Sierra Leone, like you're not serious, you know what they do, you idle. Sure. And in those days, the dress code, it be give the people and the opportunity for say that because they paint yourself, you dress that awkward way. So anybody just can tell you any word. But when I come in, I try to revolutionize the industry. I change the dress code. And I make me guys and know say it's not all about money. Sometimes then you go, you perform, it's not about the money, but what about the sababu What about the personalities where you go meet, we go give you another lane way more than that 500 or 1 million or 2 million whatever don't give you. So I go through all that, family members, some even the society go watch you that way. But I try hard again, I'm a manager in my office, an asset, I'm a department, but just see me like comedian like we say, even the president, President Bio in wedding, I be the MC, and I mix up with comedy, we make international guests and national guests that all enjoy. So, my own challenge now, I can always send me copy comedians. One, I follow no audience. When you do in a program, you see small picking them, you follow the kind of jokes that we pull. You see elderly people who will born you, you forget the kind of material we they release. That choice of words, that your audience where they improve on your profile and will make people say, oh yeah, this guy is grounded. And I can always tell and also say, when they live in a society, which a lot of things that happen where you go make joke about. Rather than meeting personalities and some programs, maybe you tell the world we go hamburg them, we go make the shame. I can always say they're shy from that. Because when God give you the mic as a talent, use them for build bridges. They use them for destroy bridges. You go tell a minister or a DJ world they make a shame. My brother, anytime you go to see him or her, they lock the mouth for you. So we use it to make bridges. And I'm so happy, all the guys that we don't come under me, the Kindo we call, the Richie, the Yemata, they're all per programs that they always talk and say, they learn a lot from me, and we make them this so they like today. So that name, the Godfather of Comedy, I believe, say that you have suffered for, and I'm so happy that a day like today, people that they sit on, they watch comedy shows up to then 2 in the morning, to then 3 in the morning, just like how the artists that they do it. So artists they come to them 3 in the morning where everybody don't shake, ambassador. Ambassador to them 3, 4.
Maybe they 4 o'clock in the morning. Now they take out the kind of studio.
Just imagine, being too many, the sick people people of substance that sit down that they wait for let the main act come on board for can do a show. So this don't show say really the perception not change. And I must say I give God the glory and I get ambassador. We don't one time ambassador be talk with some man be misunderstand. We say if you want to go international, no matter what, you got to mix the Creole with the English. Because there are some audiences where they face out there, my brother. If you're not able to articulate in that Queen's language, it will be difficult for you. So if you talk, most of my guys then not be taken in another perception, but come to them and tell them, say, my brother, in your leisure time, train yourself, research for materials, let you able for flow within and without Sierra Leone. That would be a very big, I don't perform in Morocco, Holland, also English, Sierra Leone people are meet there. But in case, if it's alone, you can go to a program where they go, my man, you didn't meet, if it's in a Creole, you go there, they meet different language. So all of these guys now, they don't come to the standard, Yemata, a very great guy, Richard, all what they call so. And the young people there, they can get fire, you get a Robino, you get a so sad, so the industry, Sierra Leoneans are really happy about, as they talk, they all don't begin book dates them for the shows, make me own show Valentine's Day. I'm happy for this connect ambassador we you make, because most of the guys who they talk to now, they're all them based from UK, US, Australia, etc. That means we get potential, we get the possibility in the future for letting make shows that we'll go out there and entertain both the Sierra Leonean brothers and sisters and other nationals. So I'm very proud, my brother, the challenges they, but yet still with the cope, because we believe, say, this project to ambassador they bring, if we all join hands as Sierra Leoneans, as entertainers, that we will begin them yet unborn go benefit from. So I'm so happy for the part of this channel tonight, this panel tonight, and I'm so happy we are all able to speak our all time for all talk to the people of Sierra Leone, both home and abroad, and let them join this. Me day in, an ambassador know me commitment, the team know me commitment. Every meeting, I can always say, even with ambassador the Tom, any meeting they call at the day, because I know say this, God chose the ambassador and they lead you in the right direction. And if we all work together, definitely we are picking and will benefit from this. So much love to all. I really appreciate you. Now, let God bless you all.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you very much for that. And I believe, say, your Godfather title will remain, and that will remain. Nobody will take it off you.
Amen.
Now, when it comes to the governor himself, we get the program. Say you cannot be a governor and then we need a CEO. Who's kind of governor you be so? Governor, who's that you don't? Yeah. Okay. Governor, and I say you on part of the challenge is kind of diverse, and I feel you therefore face the reality of connecting to your own audience, because you make mention of the presidents there within the different union, then at different towns like a Kabbalah and the other sovereign towns them around. Challenges and therefore they with you a lot in terms of networking, in terms of connecting, in terms of getting them to register. How you this guy for put this together for make they able for grab this initiative and register online and make their own meaningful contribution with their subscription fee. How you want to go about to do that? And what will be your message to them? And what in the you envisage challenge?
Of course, I want to start with the challenge where they envisage, yeah. A clear say from this part of the country and music, the entertainment industry, specifically with musicians, most of we not even get an account, up and running account.
Which an account? Which accounts?
Bank account we talk about here. Okay. Sure. And others, the one day we get account, you go be rest assured say not even let for visit the bank for make bank transactions. So with this kind of system, when I improved and a way for install accountability, the ambassador they try for encourage me for make we registration through the bank. So we get for face this challenge for encourage guys for register, like the one that we get for willing for register, for able to pull them out and go do that particular registration through the bank. So it get for become a very serious challenge when the process get for start. Another challenge get for be, you know, the whole system they come from the ambassador, where they work for the number one person. We musicians, we always look out for a quick fix. I mean, quick benefit. I go on for no waiting at the benefit financially. You know, simply put, musicians and they from this part we go look out for. I mean, where the I can say very big expectations. You know, they look and say, okay, if I register now, I want to let the ambassador bring out this type of project, what could benefit from this. So you need to point out specifically waiting the person the benefit, not just about welfare or something where I get case. Somebody go even there say, me knows I'm not going to forget case anytime soon. So changing their mindset. So the fact say a whole lot there for benefit, despite just the in terms of welfare and others, things in the way will also benefit for being part of the national database. It therefore be another challenge. And for me, from Insai Media also see things, networking get for be another challenge. We all know this part of the country, we not to hidden secret with a battle with political mentality. Most of we Sierra Leoneans, we all know, we put politics above the country. And earlier on, you make it clear the ambassador your appointment, not a political one. And somebody from this part, from the north, we even say, even though it see the thing very clear, say this now a national entertainment issue about me and you, we're into entertainment, go still say, nah, I'm not going to this. I'm not going to be part of this because of my political affiliation. So this therefore be another huge challenge, especially from for we will live not the north. However, to me, challenge they give you an opportunity for show you intelligence, for show you patience, for show how best to be able to transform people in mindset. So from this part, like I tell you earlier on, I don't begin create my networking with colleague stakeholders now other districts from the north. From the music side, I go show you say I go try also for create for reach out to me contact them, because before this time I be the lead North and All Stars, we will get representative throughout the north in terms from the radio, the filming industry, the comedians. Most of those guys are in contact with them. And I go try also for rebuild that network in there and ensure say this database be a success. So I will also call upon finally new message to colleague entertainers, especially from the north side. Let we look at the bigger picture. Let we ensure say we think of the future. Today, most of we get picking them, and we go one for make we picking them know waiting at the legacy, waiting now with positive contribution towards national growth. And I will assure you, say entertainment industry gets almost the larger number in terms of self-employment. So if we put ourselves together and follow the lead of the ambassador in a positive way, I believe say go benefit we today and they go benefit we young one them where they come for join me. So thank you. That's it.
And I'm telling you, governor, for nothing. You talk like a governor. But thank you very much for that swift message day. And I believe say your messages were on point when it comes to the political divide within that particular region day. But that will be your task, because I believe say if you've been selected, I believe say that because you get the mandate for execute that task. And I know say you do well in your own best interest. We will be in the interest of everybody getting on board and make sure that they are part of this movement. So kudos to you, and keep up the good work and continue for spread the positive message when it comes to entertainment in your area. And look at as a positive sector. We will create enough employment for younger people, then we still they look for meaningful employment. So thank you very much for that. Now I come to the ambassador Insai. But I got one question for you. Do we already have a platform like a website, a social media platform where we will reach out, get any kind of information being disseminated from the main body?
Well, definitely not as yet, but that's something very important we will do immediately. Forget a social media platform. We're going to update the public on recent developments then. So that's definitely something we're going to work on immediately. As of now, there's not one. It's just the official page of the Office of the Entertainment Ambassador on ND for now. But we'll work on that, so that the public will be informed as we go through this process.
Okay, I think that's very, very important. If we make them a priority after this particular meeting, because it means people will be asking questions. People would like to know what is happening next, how to get information, how to register, who side the form will be available from, how they get hold of the form. So I think that should be a priority immediately after the show, because I know for me them begin bombarding and just me talk say, I just now we talk.
Right.
So let's avoid the negative and then just put things in place so that we can move forward faster. I know say we have a song that we are going to premiere tonight, which is the peace song, but we specifically left the peace song for the people that listen to them and pay more attention to them after your message and when we don't round up. So we will do that today at the end of the program, and we will likely start with a peace song tomorrow. I know say there is no video on the song, it's just the lyrics. I mean, it's just
it's just an audio.
Okay, that's fine. We'll still play it. But now let me come to you for your final word and your final message and some of the challenges that we envisage within this particular project. I know say you have a big task on you. You have a big task on you on various different platforms. One, as an artist. Two, given the role as ambassador to entertainment. Three, it is a political appointment. How you're going to make this a platform for everybody to be part of it and feel embraced, not because of their political colors, not because of their influence in entertainment, not because of their influence in anything apart from the national agenda for make entertainment become a platform where everybody will benefit from. So over to you, sir.
Well, very good question. I mean, I feel like my conviction speaks for itself. Basically, my actions, them, if anybody we intelligent out there and really observe, he able to tell you, say, I mean good, The people that want to deal with this, I get disappointment. These are Kao Denero antagonists, them. From the get-go, people that win are anti-Kao Denero as the artists. But I always constantly don't engage them. You know, even though the public bashing has been, oh, you know, they try to unite to company. Oh, you know, they work with your company. But that has been the opposite. I've been constantly trying my best to engage. You know, even artists, they don't get problem. Music, you know, people them way them feel get disputes. But they like today, I tell God thank you, you know, because of patience, resilience, and not giving up. You know, that make you see, we get article foil, we also know that they deliberate on something very important. You know, we get different people, like Terodina Australia is part of this committee, you know, where we don't clash musically in different areas. You know, we don't see eye to eye, you know, but we get the understanding, say, this is bigger than us. This is for country, this is for our industry, and finally we engage and able to make this successful. I don't have to dwell too much on the negative because then they go derail me. You know, the obstacles the way I get to face, because they're gonna come regardless. You know, I'm waiting me for doing that for prepare myself and make sure say I challenge them and step up to the plate. What I want to use this time for do is for able give the confidence to investors, them people like me brother when I very vital person. And I know say other one they out there with our studio owners them, people that we don't do shows. The end of it all. Basically, if artists then begin to see them get for benefits from this registration, then they will be enticed for be part of it. You know, so the promoters that are the diaspora, they get a great role for play. I want to continue to encourage them, say, His Excellency the President not create this office just for play. You know, they create them so that entertainment investors then will be protected, they will feel secure, then will understand, say, now we force for able to invest for our own industry before man will come or foreigner will come. Like I mean in the early 2000s, you know, where entertainment may thrive, where cabalism no may where we not may get too much politics in that. You know, people that they do political song, but still then they get booked for shows. Nobody, you know, they antagonize them. So we can bring it back to those days, like the A days of the Manzoa Vetsibos, the Jungle Leaders, you know, the Caymans, the Daddy Sarge. Remember those days in the mid-2000s. I believe, say, with the involvement of the investors in the diaspora, you know, doing festivals in UK, doing festivals in Australia, doing festivals in North America, it will carry a long way. Now, I get a very great relationship with the Minister of Information and the Director General of NATCOM. You know, when they regulate the cell phone companies, we will try to appeal through the office to them for letting able advocate for you so that the cell phone companies themselves will begin to do festivals. You know, because, you know, a dry industry, that frustration, now politics they think about, now confusion about that. But if an industry the way events them, festivals that they happen throughout the year, all man they get small thing in pocket, all man will work harder, all man will pull out hit songs, you know, people will begin to benefit in it. So I want to be optimistic. I know I'm for begin afraid the obstacles the way they before. I know say this unity. I know say there's separation in our industry. I know say cabalism there. But I feel say we are good people as well. You know, we are entertainers them way. You know, we like we say for the most part. We understand say this is important. You know, so I advocate to all my brothers, all my sisters, them when I come, they will able to work on this, they will succeed on this, and we set the legacy for the future generation. God bless us all.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Kao. Honestly, your message, they resonate very well in the minds of Sierra Leoneans, the way they watch right now, and I believe, say, being able to take them on board and believe in the agenda, because the agenda is not a solo agenda, but it's an agenda for all. So as a nation, the entertainment industry don't go down the drain for years and years and years. And like Ambassador say, within the early 2000s, it rise up to the highest platform we no Sierra Leone and nobody expects. I believe say we rose earlier than the Nigerian entertainment industry. But I think what's in Kiwi now continuity. We know that now one of the biggest problem, how we're not able to sustain success them within our communities. I think so we'll therefore work on that a very strong nation. But before I summarize, tell me what will be your last word for today. I'll go over to you. I didn't forget you, Alexa. You know,
continuity. It happened by football. We cannot give 2-0 equalize back.
Thank you. So we cannot give 4-0 equalize back.
So, but on a positive note, on October 16th, the entertainment industry get for dinner Turkey and Istanbul, where we look for a big event, at the start of one or to follow, plenty more to follow, and we look forward for posting the Katil California again for Dede, Mahmoud again for Dede, and Prestige for Dede by the grace of God. Del Vecchio for Dede, Ambassador Kao Denero again for Dede. So it's a big event. All the people in the UK, now Europe, we're prepare for that event day.
So when I send me ticket, we will cover the event, eh?
Well, anything is possible. Anything is possible. You never know. Maybe DJ K-Man will show up, and will show up for support and sample. The entertainment industry is kind of talking. According to the entertainment ambassador office.
Well, let's hope and pray. If Femi buy me tickets, maybe I go. Femi, over to you. God, Femi.
Thank you, T-Boy. Thank you, Ambassador. And thank you, guys. I've been getting one question for Ambassador. We've been hearing a lot of saying about something we name the playlist. As a music man and come from the music side, I want to ask you about the playlist and if you can able to explain that to some of we within at this side of the world, we something don't know much about them.
Okay, so the playlist situation was me, first of all, not understanding or diagnosing the problem we get in our industry. See, investments lack, like people in the pull back or people in the diaspora will invest. So me look at them, say generally, with music industry go down. The trust from the fans them. If you check most of the fans them on social media, when they do their TikTok videos and Nigerian videos and they put their songs there. So the trust generally out there, people that just feel safe. And now we can get this new age of bloggers in our industry, where they're 60% now for, bash on Sierra Leone news instead of doing the opposite. So that they all kill the vibe. So I look at it and say, well, we need to gain the trust back. How we go gain the trust? Generally, people in the say salon music don't find again. The quality don't go down. I say, well, let we create a review team of professional DJs. Let we all come together. Let we call for artists them, an influx of artists them, for able to submit the new singles them. Let we review them. So then submit their songs here. We review about 300 songs. We come down to about 50. This was a very, very transparent process. We all sit on one room, no biasness, and also on behalf of the artists, and not get relationship with them, and we give enough time for the whole industry. This would have been beneficial for even the big artists. We get confidence in themselves and they make good music. So they no need for worry. They for just come and support the system so that when see they make good music, you will continue for thrive. This playlist, the agenda was so that we DJs them will promote them and prioritize them. The club DJs them will prioritize them all over the world. Whether it come to wedding events, whether it come to club, whether it come to beach functions, 9 for the play. I already get several things with also local content, which supports the idea, the one for selling to push them. If you want to take them further, for put them on airlines with the Office of the Aviation. So that all the flights they can have salon, we will begin get 6 months of salon playlists inside the flight them, so that they go listen music, salon music. Like when you sit down inside here Senegal, you listen to Yusundu. Like when you sit down inside Kenya Airways, you go listen to Kenyan music. Why not Sierra Leone music on the flights the way they come in? Hotels and a salon. This playlist from Yam Pump and proud all the hotels them, so that the decent one will play. But political situation in the country, they bash on them, they attack them, people and frown on them, even though the intention is genuine. And it's still genuine. But I don't give up. Actually, they invite me for being a special guest at the AWOL Awards this year, which is September 10th at the DMV. One of the criteria why I give them, I say, if I get this award, we for make sure that the playlist for play throughout the event. So the gentleman when I check it, he agreed to that. He said, listen, Ambassador, I go talk to the DJs over there for play. We will make sure, say, DJ Morana and DJ Levy, when are the two people over there for play through their whole, they make sure, say, they prioritize the playlist. I say, well, then I'll be a special guest, So that I can't tell they do behind the scenes. When they pray that the next housemate, events them or programs them like that, they will prioritize this system. We'll get other one, them subsequent one they will never follow, where people never look forward to. I think say if we all support them, it will go a long way.
All right.
Okay.
Tell me that the answer your playlist.
Yeah. So I've been getting a couple of more things here for add to Dandy. So the reason why Abgan come up, because I say, being a music man, it's terrible for the battle with the be between artists and DJs. With the DJs them, don't get a lot of negative press. Say we know they play salon music. Salon DJ don't they play salon music. And I think some of the DJ then they find it hard for defending themselves. So access to the music is one thing. And even when they get the right songs, there's other issues why sometimes a DJ go play a set, we not go play majority of selling music. But that's a discussion for another day. But I think the playlist is a good thing. We go facilitate getting the right songs while they underline the word right, because if you put too many songs that we're not great on them, it go drown the good one them. So it's imperative that somebody or some people them vet the songs and find the one that we supposed to be promoted on a worldwide scale. And I believe so whether they happen, if the playlist grow, then everybody will be the happier. Again, speaking for the diasporans them, the diaspora artists them, do they have access to get their music onto the playlist? Next question.
Oh, yeah. It was an open process, my brother. We share an email for everybody for submit. Whether you're in the UK, in Australia, we get artists that are Norway, we submit. Artists that are North America, So it was an open process. It was not biased at all. Because I don't tolerate that, and we get DJs them where we all see them, like club, big system. The only thing is, I believe it will get better. The next one, it will involve Diaspora and review people, and where we all go vet out the other playlists when they come out. Now even on the show that I know it, and Istanbul, I actually get an artist from Sweden, Joe, where in the playlist, we actually try for push, so it will be a playlist. Spotlight artists for perform, on the show where we do now in Istanbul. Just for get the opportunity for come out so that you can showcase. He's a very brilliant and dope artist, way in music fantastic, but nobody don't know about him. But through the playlist, people are able to discover him. So this was the opportunity for discover new talent them as well. So we get certain artists them when no one for create room for other artists to come. But the more the better. And you get great DJ came and get the playlist. And they beg them, please share them with all man at this platform so that they will take the time, the top 20, because Nadande will promote, put them online. We still will get small delay for create the website. It's aroundentertainment.com, where it will be the one stop where anybody can go for download the playlist. Make sure say every 3 1 about you're able to go there and get them. But through to 1 or 2 disturbances, they were able to put the website up. But once we do, I feel say diasporans then will get access to the playlist more.
All right, thank you very much, Ambassador. Femi, any more?
No, I've been just want to say thank you to Ambassador and in team. We didn't take the time out for Can Talk to we guests them. It's been a pleasure, and again from an entertainer, because I'm not just a music man. Now I'm involved in film and video as well. So as an entertainer, I'm really looking forward to this venture with Enonka. Talk to we both today and see how we self cable app for Goam so that we all get protected.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Femi. I want to say thank you to everybody who don't join me this evening. And I also want to say thank you to Article for you get for left way earlier on. We'll not forget about him. So definitely I hope say you could join me on the next program. I want to say thank you to Pastor Ali, Pastor Momo, Desmond Benya, the governor, and also DJ K-Man. Enough respect to all the people that we don't watch you so far. Enough respect to the ambassador. One thing I want to say, the entertainment industry in Sierra Leone belongs to all of us. If you have been involved in entertainment in the past, if you were part of entertainment in the past, if you don't put you 1 cent by entertainment in the past, I think me and Femi, we think about changing our mindset, but not sure yet. But we're looking into it, deeply looking into it, because at the end of the day, we don't pass that age now. We get disposable cash for just left no more and no, but not really come up behind it. I think the stage now don't reach. We don't begin get picking, for explain you disposable cash that we do if we think twice. But yeah, we're thinking about coming back into the industry and change the platform and try for put we on small and invest in we on small ways where this will help for boost the industry in so many different forms. But without everybody on board today watching this particular program, it wouldn't have been possible to listen to all the panelists and all the members that we then come for represent. And I feel say there are more people who are left out, not so deliberately, but we cannot actually get 20, 30 people on the platform, because when I saw the first thing, I'm like, whoa, this is not 16 hours. Femi, over to you. What do you want to say?
I just want to say you memory bad. You don't left Cayman out.
I don't talk about Cayman on
you're not getting last statement.
Cayman on the nonsense, so you don't be listening.
No, you're not getting last statement. You know, ask about last statement. So now for go
Cayman.
back to Rama Big.
Okay, Cayman, I'll come back to you, but I'm not saying.
Let Cayman talk.
You see, well, Ambassador, this is not the discussion. I don't start so now. The DJs are looking after their own. Nobody's looking after them. Okay, Kevin, over to you. What will be your last message for tonight's show?
Well, what I say, especially on the playlist, I just want to encourage me Sierra Leonean DJs them say, maybe looking from a nationalistic point of view, because I think say waiting and bog the playlist back as well, now the hardships of DJ them blacks get the black chook something at the end before they go play certain artists and song. You understand? So with this mandate, we don't come now. So man then take and say, why don't they make playlists for DJ? But if they can say this now your responsibility, this now your industry, now you support. You understand? Not 100%, 60% of the playlist. Within the side there, let's take and say would they face more challenges because not to salon country with it. But whenever we go on side, we try hard for put some salon music at the business. You understand what I mean? Whether not non-Sierra Leonean business, whether not Sierra Leonean wedding or function, we try for incorporate salon music inside it just for promote the industry. So again, because we look and say this now right now duty, some weddings there or functions there where they send you them playlist, this one salon song. You understand? Where do they send you? It's one salon song. But obviously, you as a DJ, if you get you add say this now your own entertainment industry, last support. If now one or two, you go will mix. You understand? Eh? So now I don't know I get from a company DJs them for encouraging say when I would mix the music in the time put salon force. I know they get really nothing or them book you. You understand? You get for the customer happiness, but try for be creative and mix at some point. But of course, my last statement regarding the registration, I would just encourage every entertainer, for register, for feel belong. It good for if you go in a salon, you go get the access for going to the entertainment office if you want good. You understand? Eh? So if you go feel good, and of course, just like what you all know, certain things and they beyond with control. But if you belong now society or body where say worst case scenario, small support go commodity, that peace of mind they go get them. Go wish for anything, but what happen, you go say I belong to side. You understand? So now that get let people register, make them afraid. This now independent industry will try for bill and I will get for bill. Not to nobody else get for bill and for we. Nigeria no come can bill and for we. No foreigner no can bill and for we. Pass we invest with time and resources where money get for involved for Milan. So when I thank you for listening to me, and we'll continue for share these projects and for make sure so we get almost everybody.
All right, send me over to you once more.
Yeah, so you at the podcast with seeing DJ came and say about 3 weeks ago we played at a wedding. We not to selling and wedding. The Oko na Guinea Bissau come out. the Awuna Guinea-Bissau Commando Society boy.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, and they book we for go play there because the year a couple of years ago before lockdown, we were playing Africana ball and they were there and they liked what we played. So when we go there, 90% of the people them are French speaking and are from Guinea-Bissau, but we end up playing Sierra Leone music on top of the other Afrobeat songs them, and guess what? Then dance them. So it's possible if you able for mix them with other songs them of different areas them. It's possible for make with songs them actually break through, and the DJ them get a bit of a responsibility for do dandy. And as Keman say, it's not so because then they pay you, they know they pay you. It's our responsibility to represent Sierra Leone no matter where we are. I'm not saying if you book or don't book you for play a certain genre of music, you go against English and go play salon music. I'm not saying that, but as a professional DJ, you for able for see the crowd and work with the beats, work with the kind songs that we play, because salon music cuts across. If na reggae, we get salon reggae. If na bashment, we get salon bashment. If na hip hop, we get salon hip hop. So no matter what genre you're playing, you can fit in one or two. If you play in an audience, we not get salon and Sunday. And sometimes somebody go yeriam, go lekam, and go ask you what the songs, and then you go tell them about the song, you go tell them about the artist with Dwam, and sometimes that go lead to that artist getting a contract outside of the community. And if that happen and they make small money, that money they filter back to free song or to salon, so it they help the country. And sometimes that artist go member say, now came and nine been big me up, nine supports me, and you guys will have, I'm not say it go can give came and money, but when I will get a rapport where something will be able to work together, in a better way going forward. And I think in say catch me back, I catch you. We all supposed to help each other, make we all go together. That's my last word for today. Let's help one another and grow Sierra Leone entertainment.
All right, thank you very much, Femi. I hope so that I last word for today's program, because you know how the program done. Wait, you say but you did talk about but now you just go on and on and on and on. If we continue with Femi, the program is done. But definitely, I want to send one apology to the chatters. Then today is being very unfortunate. I am the main host, and Juma Day. You can listen to maybe they engage now all this while. But definitely tomorrow we will engage with Tuna on the chats. But today I wasn't able to chat and at the same time host this show. So definitely, una not minding me. Una forgive me for today. Today na mi umbunya. Tomorrow I get the so. But I want to say thank you to everybody. We don't have the platform. I want to say thank you to Ambassador. Thank you to all the guests. We don't come. And like I said earlier on, we will not be able to get everybody on the platform because it's going to be a large crowd. And not to say now the choice of the people on the platform, it was a production choice made by us for say we need for cutting down to a certain amount of people so that we will forget a conversation where everybody will be meaningful contribution. So definitely I want to say thank you once more to all the one way we don't shortlist earlier on, but able for make the list for this particular program. You're not going to be left out. Next time we'll see how they bring Una come on board. But I think we also need to do a continuity of this program for see where the progress has gone, or what are some of the progress that has been made within the next couple of months, maybe 6 months, or maybe 1 year after this particular project will unfold. But we look forward for the benefit of this project, because I feel say as an entertainer within the entertainment industry, we all get from make we own meaningful contribution. And with meaningful contribution is either for share the platform for the people that can discuss the issues then we are burning the issues them we they need for talk about to the entire Sierra Leone community. Also, if you want to make your own contribution financially, you can invest in either the project or either in an artist or on an artist, or you can invest into somebody who want to do film. You can invest into the gospel industry. You can invest into the film industry. You can invest into the comedy industry. You can invest into the DJing industry, because like with the highlight DJing right now, I think, no disrespect, I think with DJing, they have the situation not playing our music. I will totally accept and agree to that. I don't care whether the DJ they agree or not, because me, now one person way would say, we don't have Sierra Leonean DJs. And I mean exactly what I'm saying, categorically clear. We don't have Sierra Leonean DJs, meaning I have never gone to an event where they start for play salon music from the start to the end of that event. Femi make mention of the marriage where we attended to last week. These guys are from Equatorial Guinea and they play Equatorial Guinea music for 90% of the event. The 10% who gets for camp play that short amount of music. Even last week up to half an hour, the DJ they can't push through for come out because they want for camp play their own music. That is what they call a DJ from that particular country. It plays 90% of the country's song. We don't have that in our community. I came and sit down also, but instead of nothing a fact at the top. I need to say came and doesn't, but of course that's the fact.
No, where they come from. I know where they come from.
So definitely we get for try for push salon music, push salon entertainment, push salon movies. I see people watching Nigerian movies for their entire day. Not a single Sierra Leonean film where they go watch really on YouTube or within any other platform. So we therefore begin for watch we own. And I feel that the country is passionate about what we do. But sometimes we don't have access to these materials. Sometimes these materials are not available to us. Sometimes we struggle to get contact or access to some of them content they are so we'll be able to share na the world platforms. So we therefore begin look at the benefits of sharing things for free for us because you want to gain momentum and you want to gain stability and you want to gain the assurance of your audience to say what you're producing out there has the content quality for match any other. So they should focus on it because when they do, then everything else that comes along that particular brand will be followed. So that is what we need to emphasize on. Let's put emphasis on our content. Let's put emphasis on our quality. Look, we put emphasis on the thing that we do for make people able to watch them in and out of Sierra Leone, whether they are in our community or not. Like I mentioned earlier on, we industry break before the Nigerian industry. But what make we industry not able to survive because of lack of funding, lack of professionalism, and the right people are not really in the right position to drive this thing going forward. But as we now see an entity of people that we get different capacity in different departments within the entertainment industry don't come together and make sure we make the best out of this. It has been tried and tested in the past. They have failed. It has been tried and pushed in the past. There were challenges, there were stubborn blocks, there were so many things that didn't make it possible. And again, we should not relent because of those challenges. We should try as hard as possible as we can for make sure we succeed. Failing is not a disgrace. Anybody will fail, you get able to learn and move forward and able to run. Because when picking the waka, you get for them. And wait for them, they don't live forever. They grab back and try to take more steps. Now that will make you go for one. So these are the steps that we want to take now, going forward. And that doesn't mean we're not going to fall, but we'll be able to get up and continue working before we start to jog, and then eventually we can run. But we cannot do it alone. It has to be done in a collective form, wherein everybody come with their own half stance, put them together, and make sure they work. So I want to extend my thanks and appreciation to everybody. We don't watch me, everybody we don't make their contribution online, everybody we don't join we for steer this particular program go before. Again, I would just want to remind people and say this particular program is coming from the Office of the Special Envoy for Entertainment and Investment, where the pioneer by the ambassador himself, Ambassador Kao Denero. So until tomorrow, now join me for another edition of Sierra Leone Media Live on YouTube and Facebook with the Audi Go Inside the Republic. So definitely, when I will get Jumaba tomorrow, you could be the main host for this particular program. I want to say thank you to Femi. And Femi, don't forget to play the song we get for be the first time that is going to be played on the air. Is going to be played straight after my last signing out for Setona. Good night and hope to see you guys tomorrow. Over to you, Femi.
Golden fingers on the beat, love more, I see you. Ambassador Kao. Hey, yeah.
This not the time for administer. Peace and love and unity, oneness. Grab and go and register. Make sure you vote, who go bring progress.
This not time for make we always set tight. No mix pan fets. Election time, be wise, use your right. So you no go live by regrets.
Now if I come together and make this sweet countries alone. We no want no more war, no tribalism inside salon. All we need na peace and justice, freedom inside salon. We no want no more war, tribalism inside salon. Register and get your voters ID. Make sure you always be law abiding. Anything when negative, just avoid it. Just avoid it. Everybody listen to the message when me preaching. Let's put peace over war and stop the tribalism. See me the men, they lock up full of everybody inside salon. Just follow my lead.
Now me right, you right for make we vote. Vote for the right one. You get the power and the right. For register, vote for the right one. Me I beg you, make you come do one peacefully. Yeah. I say no fetty brother man because we all are one family. You vote, now you right. You do one peacefully, not to fight. We be no pledge with love and loyalty. It's no time for unite.
This not the time for administer. Peace and love and unity, oneness. Grab and go and register. Make sure you vote, who go bring progress.
This not time for make we always set tight. No mix pan fets. Election time, be wise, use your right. So you no go live by regret.
So when they timini full of and lock up, we left we color and make we salute. Crank up my dingo. So we left we color and make we salute. But that gap go register, so you go get the chance. But do you vote? Yeah. Sister gap go register, so you go get the chance. But if you vote for the one where you think say go make salute, yeah, we left we color and make we salute. For the one where you think say go build sweet, yeah, we left we color and make we salute.
You get it like vote and the right to be voted for. Now that's no franchise. So when you go register, this time you get for think and act twice. So listen, make you couple sense. Election now they go along with violence. Party no party, we all not fumble them. We only get one N-A-T-I-O-N. So fumble them. When you see me salute you, now for salute me back. No set up for me, we go tangle you back. No, don't do that, come back, help we back. Talk to you man, you beginning, that never.
This not the time for administer. Peace and love and unity, oneness. Grab and go and register. Make sure you vote, who go bring progress.
This not time for make we always set tight. No mix pan fets. Election time, be wise, use your right. So you no go live by regret.
Election, my way, that's in my jacket. But me a divide, my way, tiny twang. This not the time we for all reason. Make we be with countries alone.
Golden fingers on the beat, love more, I see you. Ambassador Kao. Hey, yeah. Because of war, we people they go Guinea. Timney married men, they them born in the Timney. Motamban or the true stride of destiny. For see me people unite the best in me. If big fool tell you for jump, tell her make it jump first. Now you tranga is paddy, country property. Ebo tell her make it don't touch. Mommy cost bomber, tell her make it go church. Selfish interest, country they want spoil ya. Bad incitement for the one with the diaspora. They push you for go do bad. Tell her make it self jump the plane and kinda tongue ya. Register vote anyone of your choice. Election season at the time of your voice. We don't want tribal number like Rwanda, political unrest, our country like Uganda. We get for sure restraint and let it stronger. Democracy, development, and most can see. Political divide, we not fancy. Let's come together, let bygones be bygones, and think progress for real, yeah. This not to the time for the bygones. Unity is the key to get us one, Sierra Leone.
Jama on jarama. We do help to go salmingolo, you to go on fi registration, no help to them. You no vote den kamendo registration, no help them obey ya wada a register mango register. Habo hanya de vote den, obey ya voto ya mefala ka sonko mefala ka piro. E foko ngotu e foko nene goto. Je voto yi obey wartu wana kamu. Habo de resultat on.
joke golle men den wakilo den jange mecce hebe no golliren leydi ndin golle yaren yeso joni den juude di woni nene goto baba goto
bonesi awana go wije bia o yalo black sagama mo walo na deva uma ke cobra bilo ndima so ye cobra bigi ke lata be register be yakwegula famenya bonesi a mo register be register lo be go back kwegula bo lo mama komi na we be lyric ma fa konele register time intiga mo register aba nama no ba lo hinu awa bohu da gova salo ye kai moya ke salo ya peji fanya bonesi amo be mo ke angoya mo register
wal bena bakalani be kametito kage semo se watiga amike tigi nko kutuma donc mateme tuma min kai min balo bat ba election bu amin tigi min ko kuto bago sembe o mona pungu mase akwere nku amike tigi min doa ka banka tukensu min ka do motem tuma mtana ndio poru yan bena
afma minu e piari sekenu e karonu kera kutwong e matara chikfai antem ngopo beke anta ko register e mangbele register en by gliko vote manu e mantem beke como konya ko register so that into gliko vote antem beke ta ko vote en konya como ko vote kitegbe konya do shit komu e man konya de soko o de kuchim mari afma minu nenem tene kino po vote en konya do shit komu kitegbe konya ko ida.
This na message from ECSL Salon.